You are live. Hello, everybody. JB, Auto Salvage, Unfinished Projects. I keep. Got it. I do it every time. Yep, it needs gone through. Well, don't they all? Especially with the alcohol and the gas, or the ethanol, ethanol. I didn't miss anybody, did I? Just Unfinished Project with his burnout. That's pretty cool. He always does that wagon wheel in a cloud. I guess he's waiting for me to do a burnout. He's been talking about it since I got the buck. We are live. There's Mr. Polo C4. Hello, Dylan. Chucky's in the house. Old Tony was laughing his butt off the other day. They didn't think I'd do that, Tony. Mofo Driver. Hello, Mofo. PPG. Did I hear you had 253 subs or something there, PPG? I think you're climbing. Hey, ASO. Rabbit Transit. Hello, Jay. Just going to keep doing my channel reviews. I got 6 channels lined up. I'm going to do 6 channels every week. We got 23 now. We just had 3 more people sign up this week. So, and they're all under 500. So there's probably other people signing up that are over 500. We just don't see those. But I mainly concentrate on the ones under 500. Try to get them guys some subscribers and a little bit of information here and there. And yeah, Chucky's hit the wall at 200. Ask JB about hitting a wall. he gets stuck on a certain amount of subs, and it seems like it never grows. And the next thing you know, he's growing again. Tony broke 400 this week. That's correct. I saw that happen. I try to keep an eye on the channels. I have everybody's channels link in the description down below. You can also see it in John Wilburn's. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. Mr. Polo made it to 80. It's a climb. And I was reminiscing this week about way back when I first started. I looked and I saw, I think July 4th, I had like 200 subscribers. And then July 26th, I had 400. All right. And then I think it was, so from July 26th to August 12th, I think it was, till I got my next 100. So I got 200 in the month of July, but then it took me another month or so. Well, July. Oh no, August. Another month to get the other 100. So, but then I was putting a video out every day, a short every day, and then a video out every other day too. So I was hitting it pretty hard. I think so anyway. Some other people were hitting it harder, but Pure Pontiac says he hit a wall at 245s. Can't seem to get past without YouTube knocking you back down. Well, did they go back up in a couple of days? Because that happens to me. I was just at 3,100. They knocked me down at 3.09 again. And then now today I went back up again. So Mofo Driver's at 220. He's growing at a snail's pace. After years, I finally broke 650, JB says. There's John. Hello, John. Scarlett, the 4-eyed Cuda's in the house. He says hello, all. Cool, Tony. I'll be looking for it. I started to watch your carburetor on the swept line, and then work gets in the way because, a lot of times I don't tell work. But I do a lot of YouTube video and at work. JB says, PPG, I know the feeling. I would get 3 and lose 5. Yes, he would. Yeah, I'm just doing little videos right now. Without a car to destroy its stuff. Well, I said that to Dylan, and you could do it. You could do a video on taking lug nuts off, changing brakes, changing oil. You know what I mean? Adjusting a hood. Hell, I did videos on all kinds of stuff. But I would say keep your videos short in the beginning until you can get enough out there and enough people to watch them, keep them engaged. Because I know myself, sometimes a 20-minute video is pretty long for me, especially at work. So like a 4 or 5 minute video, I click on right away. As oil is full of water. Yeah, I guess you should change it, along with a couple other things. Once I finally get the Dart on the road, I think I gain a lot more subs. Yeah, you just got to keep hammering the content. There's Lars. Hello, Lars. Let's keep at it. I remember getting 1 and 2 a week, and then won't get nothing for another 2 weeks, and then next thing you know, boom. Checking out for dinner. All right. Enjoy yourself there on Finished Projects. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Tony's Garage. I am doing something right. And JB says, you guys just keep your head up and put videos out, even crazy crap. Try to find something funny to put in. Yeah. Buck and Friends. I thought that was a different word. I was just searching for shorts the other night. I'm like, what can I? And I've been watching that live for a while now, back and forth, and I still start crying. I'm laughing so much from that video. My God, that was a good night. There's Whiskey Racing. Hello, everyone. That's my nephew. JB says hello. Hey, here's another new content creator. Under 500 NoNameNationals. Contender. Is that what you want to call it? Contender? Content creator? Dakota just signed up yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. There's Cousin Mike. Pontiac, how's you and your wife? Hello, Dakota. Hey, there's Renegade. Hello, Renegade. Renegade has a live on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. and he also has a live on Fridays at 5. If he ain't doing nothing, stop by and say hi. He talks about all different things. Has guests on there and stuff. I haven't got to see him. I usually can get to Tuesday, but the Friday's a little tougher. Mofo Driver says, "Hey, Whiskey. Hello, everyone. There, Hunter's in the house. Pontiac, give it time. Yep. Yeah, so hope it heated. Cheesy bacon cauliflower. Oh, that boy's living right. Yeah. What am I missing here? JB spent too much money. I don't know what's going on there. I missed it. I'm talking too much. Hey, Hunter, how goes it? We almost have all the brothers. We got 3 out of the 4. One more. Another thing I was thinking about this week was, are you welcome, Renegade? No, good. C4, how you doing? Another thing I was thinking, squirrel. Another thing I was thinking about was trying to get my subs right away. I wish I would have started earlier than May. because once I got to the 500, man, the pressure was off, and then I wasn't as anxious to get out there and make videos and go crazy. But I did keep going. I didn't stop. I kept putting a short out a day, but I didn't do videos every other day. And then I took a break because it was a lot of work to be doing a video every other day and then putting shorts out every day. Because I have to get the shorts, and then I have to make the video, and then I have to edit the video. It was a lot. So it was a relief once I hit the 500, and I didn't have all that pressure. Because like somebody said the other week that excuse me, you pay the money and then you want to get your money's worth, so you have to kick your butt to get those videos out there, to get the subscribers, to get to 500. I mean, that's what happened with me. And so we kept going, and next thing you know, hey, there's Ray. Hello, Ray. 38 POS Racing, another content creator under 500 subscribers. And everybody's saying hello to 38. And Leighton. Did I miss Leighton? What the Leighton? Or Landon. Maybe that was Landon. He says Leighton. Well, anyway, there's Rich. Hello, Rich. I hope you're feeling better. Uh-oh. Hunter, you let your brother beat you. Uh-oh, he's polishing chrome. Is that on that international tractor, that chrome? I'm just curious. Aha, I say, there you go. So he has more subs than him. There's Leighton. What the buck? Right here. Well, JB, you can check the description in this live right now, and there's a whole list of them. I put everybody in there that's under 500, and from top to bottom, top has the most subs, bottom has the least. So I wonder if I could share that. Let me see if I can. There you go. Let's share that. Stop screen, present, share screen, boom, window. Yeah, this one here. Let's share it. See what happens. There it is, JB. So from top to bottom, that's my next projects right here. And then we got Blue Collar Performance, Rob's Rods and Streetcars. He just joined this week. Tony's Hot Rod, 6% recycled. One-Eyed Cat. I have One-Eyed K there. What's going on there? I spelled wrong. Testa Speed Shop, Nick the Van Man, Turbo Tom. Now all these ones with the asterisks before them are the ones I'm gonna review tonight, which would be Road Beer Garage, Bad Attitude C10, Chucky's Garage, Back Motor Funny Car, Smoke Wrench Garage, and Mohawk 62. Then we got Lukey B's, Dakota's Time Out. He's a new one that just joined this week. Joe Royals Link. That Fiero guy, 38 POS Racing, Mr. Polo, C4, Scarlet, the 4-Eye Cuda, and then the last guy to join this week, which is Twisted Mopar Garage. So then you can just click on those links and it'll take you right to them. Here, let's click on Road Beer Garage. Boom, take you right there. Boom. All right. Yeah, I got to get back to where I was. Stop screen, present screen. Colleen's in the house. Hello, Colleen. Oh, NSB. I missed NSB. Hello, NSB. Hop in and say howdy. Got grilling duties tonight, so I'll be in and out. All right. Well, so does Lars. He's doing chicken and dumplings. I don't know how you pronounce dumplings, but I call them dumplings. Okay. Now let's get back to where I was before. Share screen, window, boom. Uncancel. What a dummy. Share screen, share screen. You guys still with me? Yep, you're with me. Okay. Let me remove this for now. And then I got to get back down here and see what I did wrong down here. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. I'm back. What do we got? 18 people. Same damn autocorrect. Didn't think dumpling was a word through, though, but we all know it is. I know it is. All right. Just want to make sure I didn't. I go back a little bit here. Oh, Rich says he still has a bad cough, but I'm still okay. Under 500 myself, buck 239. All right. All right, there, JB. JB's waiting on money over your registry. You can't take the truck, but I will be there. We'll get you registered. John says, hello, my 18 party people. 162 customized engine in the house, working in the shop and listening. That's cool. I end up listening to a lot of lives on the way home at night in the car. All right, 21 now. Hey, John. Hey, Max. Hello, Max. How you doing tonight? There's Max Wedge Dick Dastardly. I sure hope he makes it to the No Name National sometime. 162. Hello, 162. 57 is running today. All right, here we go. 23, 17 minutes in. And let's do this thing. All right. I'm going to start out with that's the wrong one. I'm messing up left and right here, people. I don't know what to do now. I'm trying to find it. There it is. Okay, we got it. I'm back. Here's John Wilburn's channel. There you go. I saw it, Rich. We can help you get to 500. Those video titles are huge. Yes, video titles make a big difference. Okay, so John Wilburn's channel. Everybody that's involved with the No Name National should be subscribed to John's channel. Here is the list of all the content creators under 500, No Name 500 contenders. You click here to see all, and then you can see them all. All right. So I've been checking that weekly or daily, if you want to. I should say daily, just to see if who else joined in. Just like we got a new one here, Rob's. Rob was in last year. He's back in again this year. He just happened this week, and Dakota's timeout just jumped in. He's under 500. He got 115 subscribers. And then we got Twisted Mopar Garage they're the three newest contenders this week. Another thing with John Wilburn's channel, even if you have to stay notified and subscribed, because he has No Name Nationals. The second annual was the announcement, all the updates and um, the tech talk and all that stuff is on. Here was the final. There was only 19 days left to go to No Name Nationals, and we had a final content creator workshop. There's Buzz and Blake from Bad Tree, John. Uh, I learned a lot of stuff from those content creator workshops. So keep an eye out for those. You can also go back and watch these ones. Go to John's channel. Go scroll down through the live. See, I'm under the live tab. No Name National Content Creator Workshop. They did, on titles and descriptions and video editing. There's a whole lot of information on all these live videos here that you can go back and watch. And then a whole lot of funny stuff too, believe me. Um, and John does a lot of other things too. Let me see if I can. Let's get Travis Mopar Man 78 and Mike's Mischief to 500 channels. When you get up close to 500, he'll do a live with you and try to boost you up over the 500 mark. So make sure you're subscribed to John's channel, and that way you'll get all the live updates. And then there's also content creator workshops and other things. Okay. Let's under John Wilbur page. You regularly it's up in front, and he knows a lot of big channels. You'll see and get the big plus. Well, thank you, John. Thank you, John, and you're welcome, John. But I still go back and watch some of that stuff. Not as often as I used to, but I used to go back because when I'd watch it, I'd say, man, I forget exactly how they do that. And then I'd go back and find it and watch it. Okay, that's John's channel. We're going to go over that every week. First up, we got Mohawk 62. He got 144 subscribers. Let's see how many videos he has. Got to get rid of the music. There he showed some of his models. He got 21 videos. And let's see his about page. John is working on some interesting guests. He always has interesting guests. He always has good lives too. And that one last night was cool. I like that. But work got in the way again, and I had to go. So Mohawk says, welcome to my channel. Come follow me on my journey to get No Name Nationals 2023. I'll be showing you some interesting things about me and the things I've done or plan on doing. It could be any number of things. Let's do this. Okay, Mohawk, you could have your year, make, and model of your car in there and any other cars or vehicles you have, and maybe try to elaborate on some of the, could be any number of things. Maybe put some of that in there too if you'd like. Back to home. I just watched this one here. This was pretty cool, but it seemed like it ran him short. I'm wondering if he knows he can make look at this when he grows up. You know, I'm not growing up. I'm growing out. But thank you, John. Somebody said I was a rock star last night. I'm like, yeah, under a rock star. No, I try to do my best. I looked in not just review lives, but all of my lives. I think I have, this is number 56, which I thought was pretty big for me. Anyway, let's shut that one off and turn this one on. Ah. That's Mohawk 62. I think my next car is going to do good. Thank you, Auto Salvage. I keep forgetting to put the links up there. I appreciate that. He has 21 videos. He showed his models there, how he got stranded. He had problems with his ignition. This was a rare Copo Camaro he ran into, number 1001. Cruise at Rick's. Here's where he was talking about going to NoNameNationals. Little trip in the Scamp. Heater installed in my Scamp. You know, it would be it'd probably be more beneficial to you also if you would put the year, make, and model of that Scamp in there. I don't see it anywhere. I mean, I used to be able to tell which one's which, but I can't anymore. So John says, Buck, I'm hoping to have more guests from the community on the content creator workshops this year. Dudes with Wrenches will be, and I'd like to have you and Barrows on one too. Yes, I'd love to do that, but I work second shift and you usually do it on a Friday night, so that's where things. Otherwise, I'd be on a lot of lives during the week. But if it happens where I have a Friday off, I'll be glad to do it. Yes, now that we have NoNameNational 500 alumni, I want to integrate them into the role of mentors. Yes, and I'd be glad to do that. And last year, I was well. Even this year, I'm a content creator. I'm not affiliated with the event. I'm just one of you guys. But I'm going over people's channels. And I'm just trying to help them grow and get their channels out there, and people see them and get a little exposure. And then I'm just pointing out some of the things that I've done in my channel, you know, like the year, make, and model. I put the year, make, and model in at least in the description, and I have it in my channel description too. So that's Mohawk 62. He has 144 subscribers. He needs support. Go check him out. There's Mark's Channel Garage. Hello, Mark's. Oh, okay. Well, Sunday afternoons are good for me. Yep. I can do that, John. I forgot about that. That's even better yet. I'd love to do that. All right. Next up, Smoke Ranch Garage. I like this name. Yes, Chava. You know, I was thinking last night there wasn't a whole lot of people. Well, there was a few people that were in the chat jumped in there. I thought a couple more could jump in too. John says he will do it again. It went very well. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I only got to see half of it, but see what happens when you don't have your notifications clicked on there? You miss it. But you can go back and watch it. All right. This here is Smoke Ranch Garage. You got 183 subscribers. Let's check his about out. I am a semi-professional welder and an amateur race car driver. He was on the live last night too. If you're into muscle cars, drag cars, 4x4 welding, and other tomfoolery, then this is the place for you. I don't claim to know a lot, but I know enough to be dangerous. Thanks for watching us. All right. And again, you're making model of your cars and vehicles you have that you're working on, or that might be in the channel. They don't even have to be. Well, it'd be nice if they're in the channel because it'll help in your videos. It'll help with the YouTube logarithm or algorithm, not logarithm. Help them find you, because you know YouTube doesn't look for people to watch your video. They're looking for videos for the people that they have watching. So if they're the people that they have watching are looking for a Power Wagon 2, then you might get a hit there. But what year Power Wagon? Even engine size and all that stuff can go in the description. The more information you have in there, the more hits you might get. There's a Monster Tack bracket fab. That was pretty cool. I like that. I watched that video. Let's see if we can figure out how many videos he has. He has 10 videos. Uh-oh, music. Gotta shut her down. The only reason I say that is because I got a copyright last year playing somebody's music. So there we go. You got a little swinger action, 1971 style. So apparently it's a 1971 Dart swinger. He did a Monster Tack bracket and fab. That come out real nice. Windy Hollow Raceway, Smoke Ranch Garage 2023 reboot. Episode 4, Smoke Ranch Garage episode 3. It would be nice to have some kind of information on what's in the video. Looks like you're doing some welding and grinding there. And episode 2, episode 1, Ugly Betty. That's what he calls his Plymouth there. All right, that's Smoke Ranch Garage. Go check him out. I was going to say something. Did we get his link up there? Auto Salvage? I don't think so. Let me get it. Copy. Paste. Okay, there's Smoke Ranch Garage link. I see Ed's in the house. Hello, Ed. Yes, John has some good advice there. Use all 100 characters of the title to the max. I think the title for this live has 91 out of the 100 characters. All right, Smoke Ranch Garage. Check him out. He has 183 subscribers, 10 videos, and he has some shorts going too. Got a bunch of shorts. Go check him out. Next up. Oh, I messed up. Can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. Let me go back. I hit the X instead of the block. There we go. Back motor funny car. Now, keep an eye on this guy. His home track is Sikeston, Missouri, Jeffers Motorsports Park, right here. Home of the back motor 69 Corvair rear engine funny car. We are an injected nostalgia funny car team based in Sikeston, Missouri. We are sponsored by Billy Mack Signs and Jack Approved. So he's got a 69 Corvair rear engine funny car. Let me see if I can figure out how many videos he has. He has 46 videos. Hey, that there is Jeffers Motorsports Park right there. Look out. Let's watch a little racing first. Cool. Looks like he only has a couple shorts. 46 videos. We looked at his about. So he's got No Name Nationals 2023. That's he's joining in the group. Streaker, rear engine funny car, body off, naked. Test and tune passes. A whole lot of drag racing on this channel. Halloween Bash 2020. Fighting problems in the rear engine, 69 Corvair. Last passes of 2020 at my home track, Jeffers Motorsports Park. So you can go in there, and if you haven't been to Jeffers yet, you can go in there and watch some of his videos, and you'll get to be familiar with the track. Brake check. Flamethrowers first try, March 30th. Brandonton second annual. A lot of drag racing videos there for you to watch. So go check them out. Okay, so seriously though, we just want the whole community to see and enjoy everyone else's adventures. Yes, we're all on an adventure. A whole lot of adventures. It's been a whole lot of fun, and it's been. I learned so much through all of this community, and if I think I really truly believe if I wouldn't have joined the No Name Nationals last year, my channel would have never got any subscribers. I wouldn't have known about video titles, video descriptions, thumbnails, and editing and things like that. I just learned all of it here. So keep that in mind, and keep plugging away, keep hammering that content. Big Mike always says, keep hammering the content, hammer the content, hammer the content. Okay, 196 subscribers now. Cool. I believe he was 193 a while ago. That was Back Motors Funny Car Team. Go check them out. A lot of drag racing. What's up, Chucky? Chucky's up. Here's a fun fact. Back Motor Mike runs a 551 at Jefferson, and so did Redbeard 710 at the No Name Nationals. Who will have the low ET in 2023? We will find out. Man, I didn't know that. I was just thinking when he took off there and did the burnout, I said, man, there goes he should go up against Redbeard. All right, here's Chucky's garage. Chucky has a pretty solid description here. Page for off-road enthusiasts, and by the way, anyone can do with a little creative thinking. We will be building a multitude of things from Gambler 500 cards to whatever projects come our way. This channel is about building whatever you may have. If you have a Buick LeSabre, Geo Metro, it doesn't matter. Let's build and have fun. Off-roading. There you can shoot. His email is there too. If you want to shoot Chucky an email. Let's see how many videos he got. I did it again. All right. All right, Ed. Enjoy yourself. You're getting ready to eat supper. Good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Ed. Thanks for stopping in. There's Tim. Hello, Tim. Your Pontiac says racing is what it's about. Kicking ass and taking names. Tacking names. Okay, so where do I go? Play all. I wish I knew the. He has 25 videos. Welcome, JB. All right. I'll let you guys go back and watch the rest of it. Toyota Camry full send. Let's see what kind of videos he got here. That's the car he was talking about there. Best way to weather seal your trailer. How to easily siphon gas. The Buick's last run. Toyota Camry sunk in the mud. Trailer update. New build. Toyota overlanding. Bare essentials for off-roading. The Buick that will be at the NoNameNationals. Well, not anymore from what I heard. I think he's done with it. Unless he fixes it back up. You gonna fix it back up, Chucky? You still in here? They got 25 videos. Go check him out. He needs support. He's got 202 subscribers. He's whittling his way up to 500. So go check Chucky out. You'll see him on lives. I've seen him on a bunch of different lives now. And Chucky says he thinks he'll fix it. Cool. There it is there. It was on the trailer. All right, Chucky. Go check Chucky. Did somebody put his, I thought I saw his link up there. Bad Attitude. Yeah, Chucky. Auto Salvage put his link up there. Let me put his link up there again, just in case somebody was looking for it. Never mind. Auto Salvage already has it. There's Chucky's link. So he might be bringing 2 cars. Wow. Chucky, do you live far from Sykeston? All right, let's put this one up there, the link. Copy. I keep forgetting to do this. Paste. Ed. There we go. There's Bad Attitude's link. He has 230 subscribers. He's climbing pretty good. I think he only had like 150 or 140 some when he first jumped in. So he's almost up 100. But I've seen he's been putting a lot of shorts out, and the Sykeston track is an 1/8 mile. Yes, Michael. Got you, Chucky. Welcome, Michael. All right. Let's see how many videos he got. 50. That was that's that video there. We found a way to thank the Bad Attitude C10. So you got 59. I think it was 59, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. I can't remember. Yes, it's 59. You got 59 videos. Let's check his about page out. Oh, you got a solid about page there. 67 Bad Attitude C10 from the ground up while sharing and components being used in their install. Performance upgrades, LS engine, Ford 9-inch build, converting to coil-over suspensions, 4L80, Circle D converter. You got a whole bunch of stuff in there. He wants to do the drag and drive events, allow me to compete in racing again to fill a void in my life since my accident. Hunter. Now that you've shown Hunter, you can repeat the process. The Battle of the Brothers will be fun. Yes, I think so too, John. I was just telling him, I said, we got 3 out of the 4. We just need that one other one. That's Bad Attitude C10. He's putting that C10 together. I love those 67, 68 grills. And he's putting a 4.9-inch there. So I found a way. I need 500 subscribers to go to NoNameNationals. He has a video out on that. The Bad Attitude C first event will be Sick Week. Let's see if we can get all these videos up here. Episode 24 gets a steam port kit. Torque Storm supercharger hub. Uh-oh. Watching this reminded me I need to schedule my shorts. Yes, you can schedule your shorts. And I really haven't. I just put them out. But I guess I should. Because if you consistency is better. You get them out at the same time every day. Episode 22 gets plumb crazy. New braided hoses. Bad Attitude C10 gets a master cylinder upgrade. Test hits. Drag and drive. Another test hit. So go check out. Here's Drag and Drive Bad Attitude gets new tubular trailing arms. Oh, okay. A whole bunch of stuff. You can see what he put in there. All right. Go check out Bad Attitude C10. He got 231 subscribers. He's building a, looks like a pretty badass C10. He wants to bring it to NoNameNationals. He's on a good climb right there already. So go check him out. I think that's all I want. All right. And then last, he needed a timeout. Okay. Last channel up for review today is Road Beard. I keep saying Road Beard Garage. It's Road Beer Garage. He has 273 subscribers. And he has 82 videos. That's a pretty cool truck he has there. That's the carpet for the 64 Dodge D100. Fit into the. Oh, you got one for a 62. Will it fit? You got one for a 64. Will it fit a 62? Here's the beginning of the Duster, and then how to make a ride in these old trucks a little more quiet and comfortable. Let's check his about page out. Pretty solid. He's got the year, make, and model right there. 62 Dodge D100 swept line right up front. 2019 Ram 2500 6.7 Cummins, a 14 Ram 1500 short bed regular, an 86 Jeeps, 99 Dakota, a few cars you may see on my channel regularly, and who knows what may be next. And he's documenting all of my favorite things. We all know expensive. It's build a project vehicle, and hopefully my first shoestring budget build will interest you. Buying non-drivable project to get it roadworthy and transform it and daily drive it. Weekend warrior and afternoon projects, a true working man's budget. Build something cool. Patina and rust. I see where the journey takes me from RC hobbies to I'll see where the journey takes me. RC hobbies, RV travel, trucks from new to decrepit. I love them all. I like that sentence. Trucks from new to decrepit. I love them all. And yeah, I don't mind talking trash, and don't get your feelings hurt. Okay, I won't. Let's look at a couple more. There you go, Rich. 81 characters out of the 100. Use as many as you can out of the 100. So I'm officially registered for the No Name Nationals. He did a little 53-second video on that. How do you disassemble an Eden Pure heater? How good is the Hobart Creator Auto Darkening Helmet? What keeps you from building your project you want to build? How to remove and repair leaking heater core in a swept line Dodge. How do you change the CC filter in a Ram 2500 2019? What does it take to rebuild Carter BBS on a Slant 6? There you go. There you go. One-eyed cat. He's still in here. I don't even know if he's in here. Ron was in earlier. Two guys finished 10 high gravity beers and still handle the interview. Perhaps it's time to look past the project and start driving. There you go. All right. You got 82 videos. Road Beer Garage. That's our last content creator we'll take a look at today. We're almost an hour. I feel like I should do some more, but let's just let it go at 6. And so go check out Road Beer Garage. He needs support. All right, and with that, we'll end it. I know what I want to do. Hang on a minute. Last week they asked me a question about the community post. Does all of YouTube see the community posts, or just your subscribers? And I never did get to figure that out. YouTube help. All right. Help support. That's not it. All right, here. YouTube help, Google help. All right. Oh, you're welcome there, 38 POS. I like to do it. And, to tell you the truth, I started this live review because of another channel says, hey, somebody else ought to be doing this also besides him. And I said, well, I'll give it a try. What's the worst can happen? I could screw it up. And then, but anyway, I started and I liked it. And I mainly did it to try to get my own channel exposure, get my name out there, my channel out there. And then it turned into helping all these other people. And then in the meantime, I got my subscribers too. But I started doing the lives. I think I only had like 65 subscribers or something. And then I started doing them every week, and it's been, and I just enjoy it now. So I'm going to keep doing it every week. But I always go to in this YouTube help. It says, how can we help you? You can put your issue in there if you want. But they have manage your account, watch videos, YouTube Premium, create and grow your channel is the one I like. They actually have. Hello, John. Well, thank you, John. I have a lot of practice. Did a lot of channels. If you think back, we did a lot of channels, and there was a comment. I forget who it was, but he says, make sure you get on the Bucks Live. He said, I got 200 subscribers last year, but that was probably through the whole summer, because you won't get 200 in one sitting. But I could see it happening because we got a bunch of people come in here and help out, because I had people come on the live. Who can I help this week? All right, so in the create and grow your channel, you can see upload videos, edit videos, and video settings. There's video settings, right? How to create shorts. Um, is oh, he says, see, it says this community posts don't be seen by many people. I wonder too. I haven't got to get to the answer yet, but I'll try to get it. But what was I talking about here? Creating shorts. Oh, I saw when Mohawk 62 made that short today. It seemed like he ran out of time, because if you do the shorts under YouTube, they shoot it at 15 seconds right away, and you can go up to the top right corner and hit the 15. It'll turn to 60, and then you'll get up to 60 seconds of a video. And also, you can also go in there. What I do with my shorts is I just record it as a video on my phone. Then I create a short, go in, and I edit it. That's how I do it. So create shorts is here. Custom manage your channel. Analyze performance with analytics. That's a really good one for you. You can get in here and you can see YouTube analytics basics. Learn how to use expanded analytics reports. And check your YouTube subscriber count. Understand limited data. Get to know your YouTube audience. Understand returning and new viewers data. And even gives you tips on how to live stream on YouTube. All right. There's also videos in some of these. Let's see if we can find one here. Edit videos. Set your channel or videos audience. But they give you a whole 1, 2, 3. Set your channel's audience. Sign into YouTube. Settings, channel, advanced settings. They give you a whole list of how to do all that stuff. Yes, you'll get tagged for that, because it's not their hey, there's indirect connection. Hello, indirect. Because it's not their music or whatever that they pay for or pay for the rights to it. Manage your community and comments. Choose comments set. Find subscribe. Check your recent subscribers. Make the most out of fundraising. Need more help? Right here. Ask the community or contact us. Learn about community posts. See, there's a little video here for community posts. Community posts can allow you to connect with your audience outside of video uploads. They show on community tab and show on home the subscription feed. So apparently, are my viewers notified when I post? Yeah, if they are set up with the bell. So there you go. There's YouTube help. Let me see if I can go back and show you YouTube help, and there's a whole bunch of tabs there. There's a box up here you can ask your question, and then that is right here. YouTube help, Google help. Another place you can find it is them little question marks in your when you're creating your videos. You can get help that way. All right, little big screen here, and get rid of this screen. And there's Buck. All right. Invite. Copy. Boom. 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 Paste. Once you say that, a lot of the time, even if you pay for the music, you will still get hit with copyright. Happens to me a couple times. I didn't know that. Jason, which Jason? Okay. All right, I missed a bunch of chat there. If I missed anything, just put it back up there, and I'll be watching for it now. So I got the link out there. I'm going to go over here to YouTube's and pin the message. So there you go. Anybody wants to join in? Come on in. Water's warm. Let me go back a little. Okay, I did get that one. John says the quality of the No Name 500 field is excellent this year. I'm thrilled with the channels we have, and we have far more established channels registered than No Name 500. Cool. Have you registered Auto Salvage? He was the first one to register. Well, he thought he was the first one to register. Somebody else snuck in ahead of him. Well, Buck, you missed where I was fussing about your sneak attacks with the Buck Skylark. About tired of that stuff. Hey, there's Chris from Busted Radio Garage. Hello, Chris. What the buck? And there's RC too. Hello, RC. What was that last night? I know when you're on Jason's live, I heard you talk about the sneak attacks. I was trying to bust on you, but you didn't have your comments on. Working Man's Garage. Hello, Working Man's Garage. RC. Yeah, at least RC doesn't have to work alone. You know, he's got that what's his name? Fred in the back seat there helping take that headliner down. Let's just say at NNA, can we use the pop tab to pull the vacuum line off and make it work like a supercharger trick from Fast and Furious? I don't know. We'll have to talk to the tech guy. We have a victim.
A victim?
He's still alive.
No, I'm alive. I'm kicking. It's the first time I actually went out there and worked on the car today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought I saw a video of you working on the car.
Yeah, we got it started and all.
Oh, cool.
But it does need the head gaskets. I got to take the heads back off. The first set didn't take. Up in the corner, up against the firewall, up by the passenger side, the head gasket actually crinkled, if you will, you know, from trying to put it on there while I'm stepping on a step stool. And, you know, those things are cast iron. They're not light, so.
Yeah, I know. I know all about it.
Yeah, that video was crazy, Buck.
I had to do it because they dared me. They said, I think it was Cousin Mike says I want to see Buck in a half shirt.
You want to know what? You want to know what would have been funnier? I'm 300 pounds. That would have been hilarious with me being on there.
You know, I had a very hard time getting that on because it's a small, you know.
Wore it as a tank top, just cover up the top.
I know, but it's still.
But actually, really thought that was funny.
it's still well. I told him I would do it, so I did it. It just I had to wait till the garage warmed up a little because it was cold out there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And then plus I had to dig up the courage to do it too because that's just not something you do every day.
That was almost as bad as the short because it's a short. Do a short.
Yeah.
We had what was it? Another guy on the site the other night. I think it was on John's, and he was talking about his wife throwing a cat out. And I turned around, I told him, I said, well, what would have really been funny is if you actually kind of like shown your wife throwing the cat out and then do a quick change up and have him fall into the snow.
Hey, cousin Mike wants to see Rich with a tuba like Peter Griffin.
With a tuba, what?
Wants to see you with
yeah,
a tuba.
Right. Yeah, you buy the tuba, I'll do it. Buy the tuba and send it to me. I'll do it. Because I'm like the human version of Family Guy, Peter Griffin.
RTG reactor. Hey, here comes Mr. John Wilbur. Hello, John.
Hey, John.
Howdy.
Triple deuces.
Uh-oh. Where's that 98 or is it 99 now? Is it 99?
No, we're at 2:21, 3 hours, 3 minutes. No, 5 hours, 3 minutes.
Well,
okay.
John, where did we start out at? 256?
265 or 267.
Oh, 260. Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Now,
it wasn't 100 days.
I went up 2 subs because I've been in this live. Now let's see if they disappear by tomorrow. And the only reason why they'll disappear is if the person's account is private, because YouTube doesn't consider that a legitimate sub.
I lose them and get them back all the time.
I can tell you, if you just press forward and don't worry about that,
right?
It'll take
I wish
I
could just not look at my subscriber count every day.
Yeah, me too. But the thing is, like I'm saying, it's like I'm hooked up into Facebook, all the groups that I'm in. So what I do is I send a link to all those groups, and they all have to do with 57 Chevy.
Yeah. Oceana. And you're good to go. That time let's make people mad. Okay. So what's good, John? Anything good?
There's lots good. I want to see what happens if Rich will completely flesh out his titles and see what kind of difference it makes. I predict it'll make a big one.
Yeah, I wish I could get the other ones to change over. I got that last one to be edited, but I don't know how to do it. I'm not computer savvy.
Oh, you can go into your studio and change every title.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely. Like for instance, one of my best videos for keep getting views is a silly video. I did it on floors and cab mounts in a Ford truck, and I figured out, I did it years ago, and I figured out why it keeps getting views. It's because of the title.
Okay.
I had 1976 Ford F100 cab mounts floors. I'm telling you, that 100, and it's not just how much you put in there, it's what you put in there. Like one thing I would definitely have in your title, that's a 283 in your 57, right?
Yes, it is. Numbers match.
You should have a 283. 283 should be in that title.
Okay.
Because everybody in the universe who's searching for 283 stuff, all 14 of them, are going to find that, right?
Yeah.
So there's a person searching Chevy. There's a person searching 57. There's a person searching sedan. A person searching for Power Glide. Right? Is that what's in Power Glide?
Yep, I put in there Power Glide. Yep.
When you put all that stuff in there, you'll start to find it connects the spider web much more efficiently, and you will get subs faster. And if you look, the people who really shot up with subs last year were the people who figured out the title game first. Buck, Barrows, Two Hacks, they all figured out how to title videos.
Okay.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what I'm doing to the car as long as I put all that stuff first.
I hate to say it, But a
But yeah.
properly titled video of you shooting a bottle rocket out of your butt will do better than you having a 57 Chevy doing something amazing that's not titled well.
Right.
That's just the truth. There was a dude, this is my favorite story of a title. He had this incredible repossession video in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
And his title was some kind of nonsense like compliance something video. And I thought, well, what is this? The thumbnail looked pretty cool just by default. And I watched the video and it was awesome. The whole family came out. They rushed into this trailer park. They literally pulled a gun on the repo driver. The son was jumping on the wrecker boom and he drove off. All of this, right? The cops showed up at a convenience store where the debtor's family fled. I'm like, and the title was compliance something video. I said, man, you need to change the title of this to White Trash Pulls Gun During Repo. So he changed the title to that, and it went from, I said, if you change the title, it'll go from 476 views to 476,000. Right now, it's got 600,000 views.
There you go. Yep.
And
Okay.
it's all the title.
All right. Yeah, so definitely if I'm doing if I'm going to do the heads again or whatever, the head gaskets, see, sometimes I get dumbfounded. I was sat there, said JB Weld. It was actually supposed to be that oil. Marvel's Mystery Oil. But I get so freaking screwed up with all the stuff that they, sell, because I use the JB Weld on the top of the car where there's a little hole in it or something just to patch it up, because you can't fix that top. Once that goes, it's done,
That,
but I put everything else in first.
If you title that head gasket replacement, it'll get a lot of views.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see a 57 Chevy in the thumbnail. But the thing is people who are newer to YouTube tend to say, I don't need to put things in the title you can clearly see in the thumbnail. But you got to understand, without the title, it doesn't get to somebody for them to see the thumbnail.
Right.
So
right.
The title gets it there. The thumbnail makes them click, and the content gets them to come back.
Yeah, so 57 Chevy Bel Air, 283 V8, Power Glide. Bam.
Yes. Head gasket replacement.
Okay, very good.
All that in that 100 characters, man, that thing will take off.
Okay. All right, good. Now, see, I got to do all those. When I take the heads off, I got to put them back in the clean sink and everything else. What is the stuff that they use that they put on the valves? It's
valve grinding compound.
What is it?
Are you talking about lapping the valves in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valve grinding compound.
No, that's not what it is. That's not what I'm thinking.
All right.
It's like when you rebuild something, like if you're doing what is it, like connecting rods and pistons? There's some kind of lubricant or something that they use. I forget what it's called
Assembly
though.
Lube?
Oh, that's it. Assembly lube. That's it. That's what I got to get. Where would you get that at anyway?
Napa.
Yeah, Napa.
Any auto parts store, really?
Yeah.
I thought you had to special order it or something from
Here's a good question.
Something.
Should things be hashtag in the title?
It can be, but there's a place that YouTube makes just for hashtags. So
what the hell does that mean, hashtag? What does that mean, hashtag?
I'll show you.
It's the number sign, as we would know.
That thing is a hashtag.
Oh, tic-tac-toe board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have hashtags and then you have tags. But the hashtag, I've been keeping them out of. The only time I put hashtags in the title is when I do a short. But when I do my videos anymore, I put the hashtags down in the description.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can put hashtags in the title, but understand YouTube gives you a place to do it so that you don't have to use those 100 characters for hashtags. Use the 100 characters for everything else. And put the hashtags down there where it says tags.
Right.
So, for example, Travis would put whatever year that is, like 1985 Dodge D150 408. He would put all of that stuff in the title, and then where it says tags, he would put hashtag NoNameNationals, for example.
Yeah, and then I put like Dodge truck and D150, and I just keep adding them down further down on the description.
Yeah.
And it seems to work. I've been averaging about 100 views a video. So I haven't been doing horrible, but I haven't been doing great either.
I don't. 38 POS. I don't know if you can get to the description in on your phone for a short.
Well,
You
Travis,
can.
this way. If you don't think you're doing good, I've been on here since February 27th of 2006.
We've been on about the same time. I've been on about 9 years, almost 10 now. But I only took it serious when NoNameNational started.
Yeah, well, I look at it this way. If I don't get the subs, I'm not going to be able to go to No Name because nobody's going to know who the hell I am except for the people that are in here,
Well,
you know?
You can always go as a spectator, and if you register and you don't make your subs, that still is inclusive of your spectator ticket.
Yes.
You just don't get
And remember Dizzy. Never forget Dizzy.
Dizzy did it, man.
Dizzy did it at the gate. He did it at the gate.
Buck, you live in PA, right? So how much longer would it be for me to drive down there?
Probably a couple more hours. Where are you up near Newark?
No, I'm not in Newark. I'm up closer towards Delaware Water Gap.
Oh, you're even farther yet. So you're probably 3 hours, at least 3-4 hours away from me, aren't you?
Well, you're down in Philly?
Well, I'm closer to Harrisburg.
Yeah, well, that's below Philly.
38 POS Racing. Jay has your answer there. There's a guy who knows about shorts.
Hmm.
And Cultured Redneck put out a really cool video on doing he did an adapter for a wide 5 Volkswagen pattern to go to a Chevy 4 3/4 pattern to run drag slicks on a sand rail, I think it was. So yeah, that was cool. You want to check that out.
That would be interesting.
He's doing neat stuff. I hope he gets back in the mix.
Well, we're talking about shorts and putting the description in through your phone. You're better to go in and when you upload the short, set it to private. After it gets loaded up, then go back in on your phone in the studio app, because YouTube has the studio app. Then you can put in your description and everything else and go ahead and make it public after that.
Hey, John, I got a question for you.
What's that?
You ever seen how like Dan from DD Speed Shop, he's got the thing written on the page or on his picture before, the video. Like if you go to his videos, you see, bought a bad rear or something like that, or a bad engine, and it's written like right over the screen of where, what he's doing. How the hell do you do that?
Thumbnail. That's a thumbnail. So
but how do you add that stuff in? That's what I'm saying. I mean, anybody could take a picture, but you got to be able to add all that other stuff in. How do you do that?
You can use a thumbnail app. There's thumbnail maker apps that are free. I do mine in Microsoft Publisher for the most part.
Okay.
And I got some other things I crutch it with if there's things it can't do. There's a lot of ways to make. There are 3 free thumbnail maker apps that you can get for the iPhone, for example, that cost nothing.
I don't have an iPhone though. I got a frickin' the other one.
Android.
Well, unless the Jitterbug, I'm sure you've got options. So.
But also, I use TubeBuddy. It's an app you can download on your phone, and you can download it on your computer too. However you do your editing, and it's got a thumbnail generator.
John, I mean, I'll give you my Facebook so that way you could message me there.
I don't have Facebook. The only thing I do that is social media remotely is YouTube. That's it. I have a phone number, I have email, and I have YouTube.
Okay.
I have a LinkedIn account too, believe it or not. But
see, I have Instagram, I got Facebook, and I have YouTube.
My email is john@princetondragway.com.
Okay.
You can email PrincetonDragway.com. You can email me there. But I got to tell you, though, you will have all these questions that you have. The community's got answers for them because all these guys have crossed this bridge before. You've got 2 No Name 500 alumni right here in Travis and Buck, and they've done all this stuff. They've had to go and find the answers for all of this stuff. All these bridges have been crossed before, and they know what you need.
Mhm.
That's why I see, coming from me, people can say, "Oh, of course he wants people to register, so if they don't make it, they can keep it." Well, we want the event to get paid for, yes, but I'm telling you, getting registered. You don't ask me, ask anybody else. That's the biggest help. Get registered early, commit to it, and then listen to what these guys like Travis and Buck and Barrows and Two Hacks, Blake from Bad Tree. A lot of these guys know a lot of stuff, and they can help you figure out why your videos can get more subs, can do better, perform better.
Well, Rich,
All
whenever
the experimenting.
yeah, whenever No Name Nationals came around, I think I had 156 subs. And that was after 8 years of being on Facebook or YouTube.
Wow.
And then I got serious with it, started making videos and got into these lives and talking to other people and figuring stuff out and straightening out my videos. And now I'm at what, almost 1,300?
Yeah. Well, see, my first video was over 14 years ago.
Right.
So,
But consistency gets you there. And that's my video series I'm doing right now. Is I took one video that was going to be probably 15 minutes long, and I cut it up into a bunch of small videos, and they're coming out every day at 5:30.
yeah. Well, see, I've been fighting the flu for the past, what has it been, John? About a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that.
Tell you what,
So I went out there to the car the other day, and I was like determined to take everything apart and, put the new head gaskets on and all the other junk. But then all of a sudden, I started feeling very lightheaded and felt like I was going to fall the hell over. So I said, you know what? Nope. My health is not good. I'm closing the hood and I'm going back inside.
okay. Well, check this
It
out.
ain't worth going to the hospital.
Check this out. We'll make you our idea. And of course, you do what you want to do, but we'll make you an idea of what we think is a good game plan. How's that?
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. So if you're going to do head gaskets on this 57 Chevy, all right, we start with how many videos does this need to be? How much time do you think it'd take to break this up into some videos? So don't do it in one video. Do one video where you diagnose it and show, hey, this is a head gasket. Here's how we know. And put your compression gauge in and check the oil and take the radiator cap off and say, okay, and do a diagnosis video. Now, if you've already done the diagnosis, that just makes it much quicker for you to produce because you've already got in your head what it's going to show, right?
Yeah, but before you go any further, before I even go and I already know it's a head gasket because the radiator's got antifreeze in it, and I pulled the dipstick out, and there's water on it.
Right?
That's a head gasket.
That's fine, but guess what? None of that's on video. So do a video showing, you know what? We got a head gasket here. You can even do it this way. You can say, I've checked the dipstick. I see water in it. I'm getting water in the oil. But you know what? I'm going to go farther and just take out a plug and do a compression check. People love that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
You can do that. You can, however you want to do it. You use pressure, show pressure getting in the cooling system from the cylinder or vice versa, et cetera, et cetera. There's all kinds of ways you can show the head gasket thing, right? You could do one video on diagnosis, maybe 10 minutes long at most, because really, when you're new, short videos get your name out there much faster, right?
Now, my only problem with the compression tester is it's got that rubber nipple on the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where to hook that damn loser switch up to, in order to get that damn thing to start from outside the car. So I kind of jam it in the spark plug hole and lean it up against the upper control arm, hoping it ain't going to go flying out. But every time I start that ignition, it goes right out.
Well, that's good video. If that's what happens and you get it on video, take it. Okay. So you do a video of diagnosis, however you want to do it, right? And then you will put all that stuff in the title, and you'll put part 1 of whatever, like part 1 of 3 or part 1 of 4. Then you do the next video, taking it down, and you'll show taking the head off, and you'll show the condition, how everything looks and all that. You show them all that stuff. You show them what water got into and all of that, right?
Right.
Then you put all that same stuff back in the title, because you don't know if the machine is going to find the same people the second time as the first time, right?
Right.
Because you don't care if somebody finds you from video 1, 2, 3, or 4, they're still your subscriber at the end of it, right? That's what you want. So then on the third video, whatever it is, maybe you machine it, maybe you square deck it on a block of granite, whatever it is you do for preparation, cleaning, whatever. And then on the fourth video, you put it back together and you start it up. And now you've got people who followed all of these.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is when I take it apart, the first thing I want to get people interested in after doing the compression test is showing them, because I literally showed this in like thumbnails and in some of the pictures. I literally took the film footage of me taking the intake manifold off and showing everybody what it looked like before I cleaned it, and then showed them after I cleaned it. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the heads. Mm-hmm. They were filled with sludge. The lifter valley was filled with sludge. The little breathing thing in the back was filled with sludge. And afterwards, I cleaned everything up with just a little bit of diesel fuel and a horsehair paintbrush. Let everything run right into the oil pan, and then cleaned out the oil pan and the oil pump.
I do agree with unfinished project. Just get a screw-in compression checker. Absolutely. I'll say this though, just from a video production standpoint, at least make it in 4 parts, because as far as the content creation side goes, not the mechanical side, but the content creation side, you just want to make something people will follow. There's all kinds of examples on YouTube on how people do all kinds of crazy stuff that may or may not be right according to most people, and they still get views and stuff from it. So I'm just talking about the content creation side. Mm-hmm. And that is, break it up into like 4 videos and start with the first one. You got a problem. How you know you got a problem? To tear down, clean up, to put back together, and do one of it running when it's done, and people will follow that series and they will subscribe to you.
Okay. So how long do you think I should make the videos though?
I'd keep
and should I pause it and do the work, or should I show them that I'm doing the work?
If you can put a camera on it and show clips from you actually doing stuff and stopping to explain stuff, that's sufficient.
Because like the other day, I was doing a dog leg in the corner behind the rear door. Mm-hmm. And I was doing pop rivets. That's only temporary until I can get the spool of wire rethreaded into my welding machine. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to take the drill and pop them things right out and weld everything shut.
I would keep those videos short, and the reason being, when you're new, you want to give people more chances to take a chance on you to follow you, right? So when someone's never heard of you, and there are 300 people who've heard of you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. But I'm just going by sub numbers. If somebody can watch your video while they're in the bathroom, they're a whole lot more likely to take a chance on this YouTuber I've not heard of.
Right.
Now, Buck doesn't have to do that, because a lot of people know who Buck is now, right? So he can do a little longer videos. And now when you do longer videos, you won't have as many people watch them.
I got to address that. Unfinished. I'm a big guy. Okay. I'm bigger than the door in the back of the 57. I'm bigger than the freaking radiator. So you're going to see my ass. Okay. It helped. And the problem with the pop rivet area is it was such a small area that in order for me to get that thing done right, I had to be right on top of it. So that's why I took the camera afterwards and showed everybody what I did. There's a method to my insanity. No matter which way you look at it, there's always going to be somebody showing them what, I did. Even if I can't show it to them at that exact time, I'm still showing them what I did.
Well, what I would say about video length, as a rule of thumb, is a minute per 100 subs that you have.
That's not a bad way to do it.
Well, it's going to take it's going to take a little longer than that to take an intake manifold off, though, Travis.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
yeah, but
speed
you're
up,
not
like
showing
while
the
you're
whole
working,
thing.
you can speed that time up and squish the video
I don't
down.
know how to do that either. I
Okay,
don't know
check
how
this
to
out.
do the dubbing.
Check this out, Rich. Then make them individual videos. Let's say you show them 2 minutes of taking the intake off. Then you show them 2 minutes of looking around at what's inside there. Then you show them 2 minutes of taking out the push rods. And you can do it in 2 minutes. Let's say it takes you 15 2-minute videos. You could do that.
Okay.
And that would be powerful. If you did 2-minute videos 3 times a week, just in succession, that would be powerful to get new subscribers.
Yeah,
Okay.
because people want to come back and see what's coming next.
Yeah,
What's
buddy.
coming next?
Leave them on
Yep.
a cliffhanger. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm telling you that if that's the way you want to do it, it will work.
Yeah, I know
And
that
that's why-
works. I've seen that.
So you know
Rich,
what?
if
Shoot 15, 20 2-minute videos all while you're doing it, and then release them 48 hours apart. And now you
Yeah.
have a continuous drip feeding that algorithm, getting out to people. That'd be a big deal.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I actually do have a laptop here. I have a laptop and a Chromebook.
Well,
Telling
Rich,
you.
go and look at the series I'm doing right now on my channel, and you will see I got videos that are like 3 minutes, a couple that are a minute long, and it's just little pieces of one big video. But I haven't been putting out videos a lot lately because I've been busy, and I'm busy right now. So I took that video, spread it out over a week's time. So I have 7 days of consistent videos every day at the same time. YouTube loves that.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is
The
with
algorithm
me,
loves it.
well, Travis, do me a favor. When we get off of here, leave me a comment on one of my things and I'll sub to you, okay?
Okay.
But I'm a special needs bus driver. I drive school children to and from, school
Okay.
all day long. I'm not a 2 or 4 hour driver.
Yeah.
I start out
my daughter
at
rides us.
5:30 in the morning. I don't get done till 10. Then I go back out at 11:30 and I don't get done till 5. So I put over 200 miles a day on my vehicle.
Right. Well,
And
see, that'd
by
be a
the
good thing if you could make a video on a Saturday,
Right.
right? That, like John was saying, that's in 2-minute sections, right? And it's, say, 14 minutes long. That's 7 videos, right?
Okay.
So if you space them out every other day, well, that's 2 weeks worth of videos you got out, and you ain't got to do nothing for 2 weeks.
Right.
You ain't got to make another video for 2 weeks.
But
Right.
you know what? If you are doing stuff in those 2 weeks, like you're working on something else, even if it's not car related, it's like, hey, I'll just film this set and throw it in the middle in between it.
Yeah, well,
That's
Bear
certainly
Rose
won't
was,
hurt anything.
Bear Rose was talking about me with the Hot Wheels. I mean, it was funny, it was silly, but I did it anyway. And I got some views on it. Believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Well,
So, yeah.
POS racing, you can figure that out in your analytics. If you're any good at that stuff, you can go in there and look and see when most of your viewers are online.
One caveat I'll give to what Buck just said. Buck has analytics because he's got 3,100 subs. When you don't have 100 subs, your analytics can be really skewed. Let's say
Yeah.
you put out a video with a really good title at 2 in the morning, which is actually might not be a good time at all. And then you had some videos that maybe didn't have as good titles randomly. Your analytics could be all over the place when you have fewer than 100 subs. What I would say is that as long as you're consistently putting out content, just consistently put out content to start with, you can fine tune the time later. Just don't let anything stop you from putting content out. The worst thing is waiting until you get it really right, and you waited 2 weeks to put a video out.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Is that 222 back there for Bear Rose?
That's for you. Barrows has got it.
Got what?
Barrows. So the clock is that's just the clock. The clock is the clock.
No, it's an orange thing with a black border, and it has 222 on it.
Yes.
What's that all about?
That's for you. That's how many days it is until September 21st, 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No, that's for all of us. All of us
That's-
have this many days.
Little testa. That's the first thing we look at when John comes on. What the
Yep.
number is.
Yep, that's a time.
He was showing Bear Rose 98.
No, what you were seeing was this. You were seeing this.
Yeah, that's it.
You were seeing 0.98.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the little dot.
Yeah. You were seeing 0.98.
Is it song hour in the chat?
Hippie wants to know what you're running at the No Name Nationals. Well, he didn't sign up yet, but if he does go, what are you taking, Rich?
If I'm running anything, it's going to be the olds, 69 olds with a 455 rocket, full
Cool.
12
Nice.
bolt here, and it's getting
Nice.
changed over from a Y exhaust to a dual exhaust.
Cool.
I'm not running a 57 Chevy, not with a 283. That ain't going to do nothing. It'll probably go put, bang. That's it.
I'm debating on running red because I don't know if I really want to cage it or not, and I'm going to have to cage it if I'm going to be able to run. Might just be out there for a show truck.
Either I might even just go there just to see everybody. I don't know.
That's what I did last year, Rich. I mean, I had qualified last year, but I didn't have my truck done, and I had a blast, even without having a car there.
Well, see, I got my regular car. My driver is a 2016 Jeep Patriot, 5-speed, 4-wheel drive.
Bring
It's
it.
a little 4-banger. That's great.
Come
That'll
run.
save me all the gas in the world.
Hey, look, we don't register by car. We register by channel. So, just you pay a registration fee for each vehicle, but you register by channel. So you can bring whatever you want. If you want to bring your daily, if you want to bring your Oldsmobile, if you want to bring your Chevy, whatever you want to bring, it doesn't matter.
Well, I even got a soccer mom van. It's an old,
Unfinished project.
It was a full-size van.
Country.
A full-size van was runner-up in the bracket last year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Unfinished, it's all or nothing. I learned long ago I cannot bracket race. I cannot, because I don't know how to hit the brakes half track.
And the one good thing I got for me is I'm actually an experienced driver. I've been driving over 35 years. Especially with all the morons that are on the road nowadays. Ladies with their freaking makeup in their little rear view mirror. The guys sitting there texting their wives while they're driving down the road at 90 miles an hour, cutting everybody off.
Well, guys, my food's about to arrive, so I'm going to jump off here.
All right,
I'll be
Travis.
in the chat.
Hey, Travis.
Bye.
Hey, Busted Radio. Here's the deal: the number of channels that are signed up is the worst metric for anything, because people will always use and misuse and misinterpret that number, and it just creates nothing but a mess. So last year, if I'd told people how many people were registered, they'd all compare it to, well, this drag race had this many and this bracket. And you know what? When we got there, you know what the question I was never asked the entire weekend? Well, how many were signed up? They're like, oh, no, look at all these people. Look at all these channels. Look at all these people I know, right? We had about 200 channels represented last year. The track's car count was 105. We have more than that, but that's how many of them we had car numbers for going down the track. We had we're ahead of the same pace this year on overall registrations, but I think that the channel registration numbers right now on the 11th of February for an event in September is a number that will do nothing but people just use that number to say, oh, well, that's not good enough for what? I can tell you right now, if I don't have another channel sign up over what we have right now, we have an awesome show. We have more registrations right now than we had this time last year. I have no reason to believe we won't have probably 50% more this year than last. The number I do give, because it's very important to those guys' chances to make the event, is I do give the number of No Name 500 channels. I put them on my homepage immediately as soon as they register, because they need help getting to 500.
Right.
So anyway, it's a worthless number that does nothing productive, and it just makes people want to compare car count to this, that, and the other. You know how many people have told me this year that there's events they're going to go to that have 500 cars that they're not going to go to this year because they had so much fun at the No Name Nationals that didn't have as many cars, but they knew every single person there? That's why the car count number is counterproductive and worthless.
Now, Buck, what
So that's
kind
my
of
rationale.
what kind of transmission do you have in your Buick, Buck?
Turbo 350.
That's normal for a 455?
Well, it don't got a 455 yet, but no, not. I think they ran turbo 400s with them.
Okay, that's what I think mine is. Yeah, because that damn thing, that car out there is like a land yacht, man. That thing will go floating down the road. That's like an old grandpa Cadillac.
Oh, I've had me some Cadillacs, and the only thing I really haven't had yet was a Lincoln.
Well, a lot of people are telling me that car is worth some money, though. The 69 olds, 88.
I don't know.
I don't see a lot of them for sale. I'll say that.
Right. Well, after 70, they start knocking the horsepower down.
Yeah, well, this is a 69. This thing is like full throttle.
Yeah.
Yeah, LP. And if we'd said the car count was going to be X at the beginning of the season, you weighed it out against another car count, you wouldn't have. It's the worst metric to gauge that show on. Exactly. And look at the car count at the Mopar Nationals. But here's what they don't tell you. You know, for every one person at No Name Nationals, you'll have 50 guys who look bored out of their minds sitting behind their show car wearing their white New Balance and white socks and shorts and their mesh back hat with their kind of car ironed on the front of their flat on their mesh hat, sitting there looking bored, hoping to keep people away from their car all weekend. And I mean, that to me is not as much fun. And universally, it seems like that's what people agree.
Well, that's like looking at somebody's car and after looking into a 3-pane of glass garage. Remember you were talking about that?
I'd so much rather look at Rich's 57 Chevy than 6 of them that are perfect. You know, the same red, perfect 57 Chevy that old guys guard at a show.
Life, yep.
Yes.
Yeah, too nice of cars get boring to look at.
Well, they're okay. I'm glad there are people who are custodians of perfect cars. I get that. But I mean, man, it's not as much fun, and we all know it.
But
Well,
the
no,
thing is,
it isn't.
they're keeping that part of our heritage alive by after they go, leaving it to whoever they leave it to. So I understand what you're saying, John, as far as that goes. You know what I mean? It keeps it going.
I agree with that. That's great and fine. But I'll tell you what, how many car shows have you been to where you saw the 67, 8, 9 Barracudas, just all kinds of them? And you can't really remember one in particular. You just remember there was dozens of them, right?
Right.
Well, at the No Name Nationals, we all remember the Nacho Cuda.
Now, see, the thing is when I went to car shows when I was married, I would see 55, 56, 57 Chevys, but they're all like cherry condition. I don't see somebody going down there and something that's, well, it's missing a door panel in the back. Well, it's missing an armrest. Well, it's a little ratty down at the bottom, but it's still driving under its original, drivetrain. You know what I'm saying? Where it could be made to be like that again, And I used to think, well, man, maybe I shouldn't. Latin the Chevelles. The Chevelles was another thing that I always seen at the car shows. When I went there with a 69 Impala Custom, that's not something you see there that often. A 50 Dodge Coronet, not something you see that often. A 52 Plymouth, not something you see that often. Not at a car show, And that was my point. It was like I like seeing something that somebody's working on other than something that's pristine. You know what I mean? I mean, it's nice that it's pristine, but at the same time, it's like that tells me the person didn't actually experience, any of the repairs. They had somebody else do it,
How many car shows have you gone and seen 70 GTOs? Tons of them. How many people remember and talk about the Holy Goat? A whole lot more, right?
Yeah, that guy, he's hilarious, man.
How many car shows can you go and see Buick Skylarks? How many can you go and see a Buck Skylark?
Yeah.
I mean, it's every all the cars there are just extensions of the content creators' personalities. They're all these larger than life figures, the people and the cars and the characters, and that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's just assign numbers to it completely rips us off.
Now, see, the funniest thing is, John, is like my brother and I, we were in the cars from when we were kids. We lived on a dead end street where there was a reservoir, and they had 69, 70 Impalas for the official vehicles for the reservoir. Okay. But you had the employees. This one guy, you could hear him every morning driving all the way up the road to the parking spaces where all the employees parked. And he always parked his car right out in front of everybody else. It was a 69 Chevelle Super Sport. It was blue and it had SS Kragers. And I can remember that from when I was a kid. So what does that say to you? Some things that make an impression and other people don't. You know what I mean?
Doug is saying when you have to send pics of your car to be prejudged before you're invited to enter, no.
No.
No. If I were to get something like that, I couldn't tear that in half fast enough.
Yeah, there you go. Right on, Doug.
I got nothing against these nice looking cars that have been finally restored. I think that's great. I can't stand it when people look down on their nose at everybody else for not doing that, though.
Right. It's great. Like I said, it's great that their car is pristine because when they pass on, they're going to leave it to somebody else. But at the same point, if your car is not pristine and you're enjoying it, what's to say that car is not going to be around when you pass away for you to leave it on somebody else? You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing is they're only original once. So if you have a car that's got a really rough finish and it's not been restored, and you're enjoying it like it is, that's actually a more unmolested state than the car that's been restored and taken apart.
Now, see, when I went out there today to go and start the 57, I was cranking for a while. I don't have the generator hooked up because there's 3 wires, and then you need like a condenser that you have to hook up. And I don't know where the hell they go on this thing. I had to look in the book. I got a shop manual. But I went to start it, and then all of a sudden it just like the clicking stuff, and then it didn't do anything. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Here goes the starter or the starter solenoid. It finally went, after all this time trying to start it. So I just took a chance. I figured to put the battery charger on it for a couple hours. I went back out there, and sure enough, the car started right up. Now, I've had problems with this car right after I got done doing the head gaskets and everything, where it would take forever to get it cranking and cranking and cranking. Then finally it would start up. But today, I go out there, and it started right over. It was like, I pulled the distributor back a little bit towards the driver's side, and that was it. It just like went off.
Hey, Rich, if you're looking for an example of how to make it happen, indirect connection in there, go back and watch him. He's on the Rapid Transit Garage last year, and that's Jason Falk. Jason had to change plans in the middle of the season with what engine he was running. He had a lot of work to do to his car, but he wasn't going to let anything stop him, and he made it, and he's glad he did, and he'll be back. And it'll tell you what it does, though, is when we all have this common goal, and it's all in 222 days, right? We're all on the same calendar. It kind of forces us to get the short list in our automotive to-do list in our lives done. That's what it serves to do. And so Jason, he had to do a backup plan on his engine, but you'd let him go forward.
Hey,
That's a
I
good
got
one.
a sneak peek of the Volvo from Nivlac 57.
Mm-hmm.
This is some pictures of them putting it together. You know, look at how he kept it close to the fender there. And there's the engine in there with the steering. And then there it is, just about finished. And then
Yeah, okay.
there's the stickers on it. There's a sticker. There's the
Oh,
front
that's a
end
Nutty
on,
Professor Volvo.
glasses,
That's like
right? And then there it is. I just saw they had a video out today of it going down the road. So they're on their way to Sick Week. But I think that's such a cool car, just the way it is. Just like
that's
you
the
guys
Nutty
were just-
Professor Volvo, Buck.
What's that?
You ever seen the Nutty Professor?
No,
The
I
one
don't
with Eddie
remember
Murphy.
that. You know?
The one with Eddie Murphy. He had a
Yeah.
cream-colored Volvo, just like that.
I think that's just such a cool car, just the way it is. It don't need to be all shined up and all. You know?
Mm-mm.
That thing's gonna move though. All right, I just
Yeah,
wanted to show you
make
guys
out what
that.
it is. You can make
It's a
out what it
PV.
is. You know what it is.
That's an old Volvo PV.
Mm-hmm.
Things are cool. I like those.
Yeah, they weren't all boxy like a box in a refrigerator on the back, like in the 80s.
No, they kind of look like a 40s Ford, actually.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, that's what Calvin thought it was an older Ford, 40s Ford until Andrew told him what it was.
Yep. I think the cars back then, I think they used something that they're lacking today, an imagination, some formation, not just a box and slapped together with wheels,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my dad had one of those PVs. That car was so tight when you'd slam the door with the windows closed, it'd pop your ears.
All right.
It was
Yeah,
a
this
neat
project.
machine.
Put Nivlac link up there. People go check their channel out. Thank you. Terry Grover's in the house.
Flashing. Thank you, Unfinished. I saw that.
What are they putting in that, Buck?
They have the 4200 in there. The six
They're what?
cylinder.
Oh,
The
they're putting
42
6-cylinder.
Six cylinder with the turbo. Yeah.
Okay.
They just put a video out today. They dynoed it and their first drive going down the road.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, what I wanted to do with the 57 was actually get a 4-barrel. But every time I go to those swap meets, I see the intakes for
See you later, Busted.
4-barrel, but they're for Corvettes, and I don't think that's going to fit on the 283 in my car. I think the bolt pattern's different.
What's that?
The intake manifold for a 4-barrel for a
No, it's
280.
the same. It's the same. All small block Chevys are the same until you get up into like the mid 80s.
Right.
Yeah, it's the same intake
You
manifold.
just have to, if you use a newer one, you'll have to use a different valve cover so you can fill the oil.
How's it going, everybody? Thought I'd jump
Howdy,
in
Tony.
for a minute.
Hello, Tony.
How you doing, Tony?
Good.
What's up, Tony?
Sitting here listening to you guys working this video that I just made, so that'll be going up later.
Cool.
Changing that intermediate shaft bushing like I was talking about last night. Remember that, John?
Yes, sir.
It
That'll be
went
good
without
stuff.
a hitch.
Tony's he's closing in on his 500. You're in the home stretch now with fewer than 100 to go.
Yeah, I think it's like 405 or something like that today.
Something like that.
Well, Tony, what'd you start out with this year when you registered?
330 or something like that. Do you remember, John?
Yeah, I do. Let's see.
I was just
I'll
curious.
write
'cause
them down. Let's see. You were the very first No Name 500 guy to register, and you had 342.
342. Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember subscribing to you when you had 11 or 12.
Yeah. I remember that, Buck.
I subscribed to Buck when, what'd you have, Buck 76?
Probably. When I first started, I had 24. Matter of fact, I was just thinking, I forgot to mention earlier, but next March 8th, I think, is my 1-year anniversary for YouTube when I started my channel.
1 year
Yeah, I followed-
anniversary of 3100.
Yeah, I'm not even in a year yet.
I think I followed you before the Buick, Buck.
Yeah, I was doing my truck stuff.
Yeah, you were down at No Name Nationals. That's when I started subscribing to you, just before you went down there.
Yeah.
And Big Mike's Hoopty Barn, I went and followed him, like when he did the questionnaire on what kind of car he had. You know, what was it, the Dodge Coronet or whatever it was.
Yep.
You want Cornet? Yep. The Blockbuster.
So you must have started yours, Buck, right about the same time I did, and then you ran away from me because it was last March or April when I started that Rat Rod project. Is what inspired me to start a channel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I think it was Barrows found you, and then he put a community post up, and I went and checked you out.
Yep.
And I said, I gotta subscribe to this guy.
Yeah, that 428 I'm still building is what caught his attention.
Yeah.
See,
Mr.
my thing
Ford-
is when I'm in here, like if I'm in the chat or something like that, if I click on somebody's name, it either says block or report. So it's like I can't really get
No,
to
you
their
can't.
page from here, you know?
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's a
unfortunate.
pain in the butt. You actually have to go search them.
Right.
You would
Unless
think
somebody-
YouTube
That's why I said,
would
like,
make it a little easier.
You can
Travis
ask a
was in-
mod,
when
ask
Travis
a mod
was-
to put their link up. Ask
When
a
Travis was-
moderator to put it up.
Yeah. When Travis was in here, I turned around, I told him, I said, just leave me a comment somewhere on my page, you know, and then I'll subscribe to him because I'll subscribe to everybody. I have no problem with that. But, you know, if it don't stop by, it's like I can't do it here. So if I don't remember the name, you know,
Yeah.
how am I going to know who you are, you know?
They're
No.
easy to find once you get about 1,000 subs. Then you're not hard to find. It's when you're starting out, and also if your channel has a name like the word project in it. I mean, it took a long time to find Unfinished Projects channel because there are so many other channels that have the name and in the title the words Unfinished Project. Same thing with my next project, Clay. But once a channel gets over about 1,000 subs, they're not hard to find no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, when I first started, when you search mine, they used to bring up videos of deer.
Yeah.
That was hard to find.
Yeah.
Again.
Buck,
Yeah.
that makes
Buck
sense.
does it.
Yeah.
How many point Buck is it?
8 point,
That 30-point buck.
a 3.8.
There you go.
2.0.
You know, next month I'll be on YouTube 4 years.
Wow.
Cool.
I've had my channel 4 years next month.
You're going to get there. You're what, almost 4?
3.
Yeah. Well, I'm at 324, 2325.
Welcome back, Travis.
Yeah,
Thank
good,
you. All right.
Good friend of
And
mine right here in
Rick,
town where
which
I
I did.
live.
I did go to your channel and subscribe and left a comment.
Okay. I'm going to get you back once I get off of here.
A good friend of mine right here in town, machinist. He's got a channel that one of his ex-employees started for him like 3 years ago. He's got 2 freaking videos on the thing. It's been dead. Nothing happened on it for over 2 years, and he's got like 470 subs. It's just one video is a really cool Ford, a hemispherical FE. It is awesome, and I guarantee you that's where he got his freaking subs. But I just got after him yesterday. I'm like, dude, you need to get back on it.
Yeah.
You can get almost 500 subs off of 2 videos and one of them stupid. You're on to something,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing is, a lot of people seem to like it when you play stupid. You know what I mean? Like if you're goofy or klutzy or I don't know what it is. YouTube seems to like that, you know?
I've noticed that.
But you know, the people who
Bloopers.
make that work are the people who are actually not, but they play the character very well. There are people who think that they're playing that character, but they actually are that character, and they never do as well with it.
Right.
Now, see, John,
I've
I sat
seen
there
that.
and said something. I said something about using JB Weld after I take the heads off. I didn't mean JB Weld, but I said that and I didn't correct it.
okay.
It was supposed to be Marvel Mystery Oil.
People like JB Weld.
Some JB Weld in there to help lube it up.
Or seize it up.
Oh yeah, you better believe it.
Nice.
Well,
How's it
gentlemen,
going there, Travis?
Gentlemen,
It's going pretty good.
Thank you for hosting me, Buck. I've had a lot
Thanks
of
for
fun.
stopping by, John.
John, thanks for the advice, buddy. I
We'll see
appreciate
y'all.
it.
See you
Night,
later.
We just
John.
want to see you make it. You're gonna make it. So we'll see y'all later. Take care.
Take care,
Later,
John.
Hey Tony, I know you watch a lot of my videos. What do you think of the series that I got going right now?
The old red videos?
Yeah, where I just took one video and cut it up into a bunch of smaller videos.
Oh yeah, I like that. And what I like about it is it's easier to watch when you're in a time crunch.
Yeah.
The longer videos, I find myself sometimes, and I make long videos too, and it's a pain in the butt. But I got to watch part of it and then come back to it later.
Yeah.
Well, what I figured out was like a lot of people are only watching like the first 3 minutes of my longer videos,
Right.
and then it drops off sharply.
Right.
Which I mean, in a 10-minute video, that's like a third of the video.
Yep.
Well, these short videos, I'm getting like, almost 100% view on the video.
Exactly.
Which the algorithm pushes your videos out better the longer people watch your videos, regardless of the length of the video itself.
Right.
So I'm going to try this hack and see how well it does. And I've noticed my impressions on my analytics are going up.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's a good strategy, I think.
Oh,
I
just
think I'm going to be
checked.
doing that a lot.
March 6th. March 6th will be my 1 year.
And it's like this video I just got done editing right now. It's 21 minutes long, but it's something that's kind of hard to break up into a bunch of short ones. It's something that you really don't do. I replaced the intermediate shaft bushing in a big block without disassembling the engine.
Well, what I actually did was I took all my videos, and wherever I cut them, I just put that section of video in there.
Oh, I see.
And just make, like when you pause to change something else or go somewhere else, wherever I cut the video at, that's what the video was for that day.
Gotcha.
Hey, Buck.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. So you're actually taking the footage all at once, but when you're editing it, where you would join two pieces, that becomes tomorrow's video.
Exactly.
That's cool. I might have to try that.
Yeah.
Hey, Buck, February 27th of this year will be my 18th year.
Wow.
I'd have to look back at my analytics to figure out when I signed up.
Yeah, I had to go into
Where it's
YouTube
at?
Studio and go all the way to the bottom, which took me forever because I got 600 and some videos out.
You got a lot more than I got.
Well, a lot of them are shorts, but
Yeah, but that's what sells. That's what gets the numbers up. The shorts.
Get subs.
yeah, but the shorts are good for subscribers, but it really ain't helping my my watch hours.
Oh, no, that's true. Yeah, well, maybe we should do it's like maybe 2 shorts for every longer video,
Well, I was doing way back when I was doing all this, I would do at least one short every day, and then a video like between 5 and 15 minutes of video every other day. So, and then sometimes I would put 2 or 3 shorts up. It all depends on how many I had. So that's how I did it. And but it was a lot of work to do that.
Right.
Because I had to make the video, I had to edit the video, and then I had to schedule the video, and that was every other day. So I only,
There's
so
a
I
lot
only
of
had a
nights
day.
here lately I
yeah.
find myself up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning editing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
fortunate that I don't have to jump up and run off to a 9 to 5 job in the morning. I mean, fixing cars in my shop is my job. So,
Yeah. And I was,
you know,
and I'm working a full-time job too, doing that. Plus
That's-
weekend too.
that's got to be a bear.
It was a bear, and that's why I said once I hit the 500, I took a break because it was stressful,
Right.
but it worked,
Yeah.
and
It's weird what the shorts do. You know, like the other day, I don't know, it was Monday or Tuesday this week. I can't remember. I did a stupid short. It was a stupid cold start of that power wagon, that swept line I'm working on. I set the camera up behind it, fired the thing up, let it idle for 59 seconds, and posted the stupid thing. In 6 hours, I had 19 subs off of it.
Yep.
A cold start video, you know. Everybody does these stupid cold start videos, but hell, I'll keep it up if they're going to get me subs.
Well, Tony, the cold start I did on Red back in last February has what 96,000 views.
Right.
I mean,
Did you
it's
hashtag
nuts.
that one cold start?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I did also on this one. I did the other day. 96,000 views. You got
Right. I haven't quite hit that 100 grand yet.
That's,
Jeez.
yeah, but
Haven't got a
what are
video to hit
you
100 grand
at
yet.
now, Travis? Couple thousand subs? What's your sub count now?
Almost to 1,300.
Oh,
It's like 1,294.
right. So
Yeah.
anything with 100,000 views or nearly 100,000 views on a channel that size, that's pretty impressive.
Hmm.
I got two of those that are right there, and then I got an actual long video, and I don't know how this happened. Because right after I got my Challenger, and it was a dash cam video of me chasing my buddy's Hellcat to the track. You know, we're just kind of playing on the highway and
Right.
dinking around, and it was a full length video. It's like maybe 3 minutes long, and somebody shared it somewhere because it was dead for a long time. Somebody shared it somewhere, and then all of a sudden it took off like a rocket and ended up getting like 42,000 views.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm just like, I don't know how this thing happened. Just a stupid little video, dash cam, you know, and it took off like a rocket, and then it died.
Because it had to do with a Hellcat and a Challenger.
But somebody had to have shared it because it was dead for like 3 months,
Right.
and then it took off.
It's weird how that happens.
Well, you know, it's like Barrows. You know, he got that one viral video from the Easy Off. He
Right.
sprayed Easy Off on his greasy engine, and that thing got him what, almost 10 views.
Oh, it was insane. Yeah.
So I keep joking, I'm gonna buy a case of Easy Off and just make videos of Easy Off and stuff.
Right. Whatever works.
Yes, that video that I had go viral was an Easy Off one, and I've done a couple afterwards, and they didn't.
Right.
I guess it all depends on
Just
the
when it
video,
hits.
the title, and what was in it. You know?
Yeah.
When and how it hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only reason I made it that day is I just needed a video for that day, and I'm like, well, hey, I got a rear. I didn't even have Easy Off. It was Dollar General stuff.
Yeah.
And
I
it
wonder
was,
how many views I would get for changing a front tire on a passenger side of a 57 Chevy.
I don't know.
Just because
Try it.
it's a 57 Chevy, probably a shitload.
Yeah. Because I mean, really, the only thing, as Chevys go, the only thing better than a 57 is a 55 in primer black.
Well, you want to know something? Here's the funny thing. 56 and 57 were the only one that had the hidden gas tank.
Yep.
Right. I don't know. I'm a big fan of two-lane blacktop. I love that 55.
Yeah, I got a friend that has that Harrison Ford American Graffiti.
It was the exact same car. It was the same car.
His son also had a 58, but he painted it red instead of white.
There's very few Chevy products I want, but a 55, I want a 55.
See,
and I
the
want
thing
a
is,
63 Corvette.
yeah. But see,
And
Travis, the thing is, when I got this car, I got that car sight unseen. It was sitting in an aircraft hangar in South Jersey.
Wow.
So when I bought it for $2,500, and I paid the guy $500 to dolly it up to my house, and I still didn't see the car until it was at my house. And he told me, he said it doesn't run, and it's in pretty bad condition as far as I could tell, inside and out. So next day I said, okay. Felt the valve cover that night. It was hot, so I knew that they had it in gear, or at least put it in neutral in order to get it up here. Okay. Next day I got the fluid and everything else, put it in it, and the car started right up. I'm driving it back. There's videos on YouTube about it. One of the very first videos I have for that car. And I'm driving it back and forth in my driveway. I'm like, it don't run, huh? I'm like, I think it runs pretty good in my book. But then the pistons went because I didn't put Marvel's Mystery Oil in there to, loosen up the rings and stuff. So that those pistons actually shattered in 4 places due to sitting since 76. They deteriorated.
Wow.
But I got lucky. Here was the kicker. The top of the piston was blown off from the apron. And the apron was still going up and down inside the cylinder wall. The connecting rod was right smack in the middle where it belonged.
So it didn't tear nothing up.
Number 2 and number 3 were exactly like that. They had the top had the markings of the valves. Okay. But there was no damage to the cylinder walls at all.
Nice.
And everybody was like, they couldn't believe it. They were like, you're so full of it, it's not even funny. You have to have that honed out. And I turned around, I took a picture of it. And then, I took a picture of the top of the head. And I also took a video of me holding the busted apron in my fingers.
Right.
And I said, the chain is gone. The head gaskets are gone. The piston's gone. But it's not destroyed. I could still fix this.
Sometimes weird things like that just happen.
Yeah,
That's really lucky it didn't score the cylinder wall.
Yeah.
It was 2 cylinders. It was number 2 and number 3. So one on one side, one on the other.
So you got lucky twice. What you should have done was gone and bought a lotto ticket.
Yep.
Yeah, really.
My ex-wife used to tell me I used to step in shit all the time.
Not that day you didn't.
No, but I mean, it's in a good way. She don't understand that, but whatever.
Well, one of the videos I really wish I would have got, and this was before I really got going on YouTube, but when I drove Copperhead back from South Carolina back to Memphis and all the problems I had with it, that would have made some really good content I probably could have got 3 months of content out of that trip.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what a lot of guys were doing when they went down to NoNameNationals. They were recording anytime their vehicle broke down or had a problem. You had the guys with the pickup truck, the Dodge. Mm-hmm. They were hanging out with Dan from DD Speed Shop. He went down to NoNameNationals. Then you had Brad from Poor Boy's Garage. I love that car he's got, man.
That thing runner. Oh man,
that thing. He did an awesome job on bringing that car back because that was actually a race car. You
see that Coronet that he's just now starting to work on? That 70 Coronet 500 he got?
Yeah, I see cuttings of that. I didn't get around to watching it though.
I haven't watched any of the video on it yet, but I seen it on his community page. That's going to be a cool one to follow too, because that's a clean car for what it is.
We follow each other on Instagram, so I've actually yacked with him a couple of times.
Oh, nice. So I just looked on my studio. I was wrong, Buck. May 21st was when I started this channel.
First started, yeah. Mine was March 6th.
Yeah.
Mine was January 4th, 2013. I started this channel.
February 27th, 2006.
I can't remember what the other one was, but I had another channel I had for a while, and I lost the password and everything to it, and it's still active. I can't get into it.
I literally started just about a year after YouTube started with making videos anyway.
Years ago, back in, what was it? 2008, 2009, 10. I had a channel when I was in the circle track world. We had a super stock dirt car, Mopar powered. And I got out of dirt track racing and all that stuff just went away. I let that channel die. It was more of a personal documentary thing. And now I wish I had the footage back because it'd be cool for this channel.
Yeah, I have two channels too. I also have Rich_220. I don't think I have anything else, or I put it as a blog or something like that. But I don't have any subscribers on it, so I don't really bother, you know.
Right.
Well, guys, I'm gonna jump over to Barrows, so
All right.
I'll holler at y'all over there.
Right
Yeah,
on. See you later, Travis.
I got you. I got you too, Travis. Don't
We'll
worry
just
about it.
head right over there.
Yep.
See you,
Well,
Travis.
See you, Travis. See you, Tony.
See ya.
I don't know what this guy is over here. I don't see a name under him. So
Hold on.
underneath Buck.
That's
That's
Testa.
Testas.
Okay.
Test the speech up.
Okay. All right. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one.
See you
All
later,
right.
man.
See you later, Rich. Thanks for
See you,
stopping
Rich.
by.
Later, guys.
There's Colleen's link. How's Testa doing? How are you doing with your quarter panel? All
Well,
done?
it's getting there.
Getting there?
Slowly but surely. We're working on fitting the wheel well now.
The
So,
inner wheel well.
the outer one.
Oh, okay.
The outer one. Yeah, we're working on that because
Oh.
the lip was gone.
Yeah.
So we got to,
Well, that's where I had trouble.
yeah. So we're working on doing that. We didn't do anything. We were going to work on it today, and then I had some family stuff.
All right.
And then I have water that's piped out to my garage, and some reason it started leaking water last night. So inside the garage. So I had to fix that today. Had
Yeah.
one of the fittings go bad, so that took precedence over the car. So
Right. Yeah, but the car is running. I mean, it was running and driving before you started that. So,
yeah,
You're way ahead.
it runs and drives.
you know, so that's why I want to do is keep my Buick still running and driving until that 455 is ready to go in, you know,
The
Yeah.
buck.
and then I'll do it.
The
How you
buck.
making out with the engine?
Still waiting.
Still at the machine shop?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
No pistons yet.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him for a while.
Machine shop purgatory. That's what I call that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Dallas told me. Well, he does do a lot of circle track engines and drag race engines. So, you know,
And this
them
is
guys,
the busy time of year for that.
yes, and so he's gonna, so he'll be doing a lot of that. So get all the money built up, and then when he's waiting for parts for that stuff, I'll imagine he'll throw me in the mix. I guess I don't know.
That's like I spent the better part of last fall waiting on the machine shop for that Ford I was building.
Where are you at in Arizona, Tony?
Up northern Arizona, but not clear up at Flagstaff. You know where Prescott is?
Mm-hmm. Up above Phoenix.
Yeah, about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Phoenix.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Isn't there a big truck stop around Prescott somewhere?
There used to be. The closest one now is Cordis Junction, where the 17 meets State Highway 69.
Yeah, well, last time I was on the road was 89, 90. So
Yeah, that would have been a Shell station back then. It's the hell is it now? I think it's a Love's now.
okay.
Either a Love's or a Flying J. I can't remember which. Now there's two of them down there, both Love's and Flying J.
Mm.
But that's the closest truck stop to here, and that's I don't know, 40 minutes from here, I guess. My big truck just sets now. Can't make any money with the thing with the fuel prices the way they are. So
Yeah.
make money building cars instead.
There you
Kind of
go.
nice being a jack of all trades,
Yes.
master of none.
Well, can you go into California with your truck, or
No.
your emissions too low?
No,
No?
my truck is a 95 and I like it
Oh,
that way.
yeah. So you're
90
pre-def and
Yeah.
everything. You just got
Pre-def,
EGR.
pre-ELD, pre-emissions bullshit. It's got a Series 60 Detroit in it.
Okay.
Brand
So all
new
you
one
got
is
is
that.
EGR on it.
Yeah. What's that?
All you have is EGR on it then.
Not even that. It's
Oh,
a
you EGR
12.7.
deleted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't. It's pre-EGR. It's a 95.
Oh, is it pre-EGR? Okay.
Yeah, it's 1995. So yeah, there's no deletes there. It's turned up 470. It runs good. But I was on a night job one night and lost a cylinder in it, so I had to in-frame the thing. So
Oh,
it's
geez.
what do I got? There's about 35,000 miles on that brand new engine in it.
Wow.
No
I've been
point
in
in
that
wearing
truck
it out for no profit.
It's freaking huge. That it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you have? A Freightliner?
Yeah, an FLD 120.
FLD.
Yeah.
I
Integrated
used to-
sleeper.
I was a parts man
Freight
at a
shape.
Freightliner dealer. So the Series 60 engine's a good engine.
Oh man.
Then
Yeah,
they went to
I
the
like it.
DD15s and 13s, and I'm not impressed with them. I mean, they run good and all, but man, they got such oil leak issues and
Yeah.
seals and O-rings and crap like that, you know.
Well,
And,
it's all the heat that they build because the emission shit.
oh
That's
yeah,
what
that
kills
doesn't
them.
help matters. That
That's
doesn't
what
help
kills
matters
them.
at all.
You know, it's like the international max force engines. You know, those things got a horrible rap.
Yeah.
But if you delete one completely down to the
Mhm.
base engine, man, they're a good engine. They really are. I've worked on them. I've worked on quite a few of them. They really are a good engine. It's the damned emissions junk that has turned them into a piece of garbage.
Yeah, and it's with everything because I work at a Mac dealership now.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the
So
MP8.
you deal with the Volvos too, then.
Yeah. Well, we're not a Volvo dealer. We're strictly a Mac dealer, but we have Volvos come in. Same engine,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's always the emissions bullshit that's it just, the sensors, the DPFs, the SCRs,
Mohawks, right? DEF sucks.
it does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest bullshit deal,
Yeah, and the hell of it is you get caught deleting them. I mean, look what happened to Heavy D.
Yeah. It's a fine. Yeah, you get nailed with the fine. We got a truck in there now. We won't even work on it because it's deleted. And
I'll
if we
work
on it,
them if they're deleted, but I won't delete them.
yeah. Well, we won't even, since we're a dealer, we can't.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much backlash and BS that comes in with that,
Right.
So, but yeah, it's a real shame that they, the diesel world is so screwed up now with all the emissions nonsense.
Well, and the funny thing is, California is the one that wanted all this DEF and all that crap, and now they don't like it because it's killing their trees. Well,
yeah,
you asked for it.
Yeah.
Cat piss is what
somebody
I
that
call
think
it.
they knew, they don't know.
It's all just about follow the trail of money.
Oh, exactly.
Follow the trail of money. Whose pocket can get padded with what?
And that's why Caterpillar got out of it, because they didn't want to deal with the nonsense of it.
I actually heard something here recently that Caterpillar's getting back into it.
I had read that too. I had heard that. I didn't read anything on it, but I did hear that.
If
that they were going to get back into road engines.
You're in the heavy truck world and stuff. Do you watch the Adept 8 channel?
No.
He's a cat mechanic, and I've watched him for years. and I really enjoy watching him. He's one of them guys that gets technical and he gets into it, and I don't know for sure. His name's Josh, but I think I know he works at a cat dealership, and I think the YouTube channel kind of came as a hobby to him.
Okay.
But shoot, he's got, I think, 500,000 subscribers now or something like that. Puts out really good content. If you like
Wow.
diesel stuff, you should check him out.
I think a friend of mine did, because I think a friend of mine actually got a hold of him because he's got a 3406 in his Pete dump truck, and I think he was having some issues with it.
A B
He's
model.
trying to figure out. Yeah, and I think he actually messaged him and watched some videos of his.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but
no,
I've
he
never
knows his
personally
stuff
watched
when it comes to the cats. And yeah, 3406B, that's probably my favorite diesel engine ever built. But for
Yeah.
a road truck, I'd still rather have the Detroit because it gets better mileage.
Yeah.
And you can,
Well, he's got
and if you do them right, you can get the same power out of it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I said, my little 12.7's putting out 470.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Yeah, 470. It's only got a 9-speed in it. One of these days, I'd like to back half it, you know, and turn it into a 13. But it's got 410 gears in the rear, and that damn thing will tug now. But it's an RTX 9-speed, so ninth gear is an overdrive.
Okay.
So I think it's 0.68 if I remember right. It's an RTX 14609 is what the trans is. I want to say that's a 0.68 to 1 overdrive.
Okay.
But it's nice because the truck will still do 75 mile an hour, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, at like what 22,000 or 2,100 RPM, and that's fine on a little Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it just pulls. You know, and it keeps up with the speed, and it just works good. But I like that low gear in the rear end because I can, you know, it can untrack easy. You know, so it's just a good old truck. Picked it up cheap.
Boy.
What? When did I buy it? Back in 2018, I bought that truck.
Oh wow.
And I was pulling a belly dump with it. Old piece of crap belly dump. It made me a bunch of money until fuel hit $6 a gallon.
Yeah, that doesn't help matters on your profit.
Well, no,
killed
not
you.
when the damn contractors don't want to pay anymore.
No.
It's a pass through cost. You either got to get a surcharge, or your rate's got to go up. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever.
Do you have electronic log on that too?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not required. I always ran a log. I always ran a log app on my phone just for myself. You know, it used to be called Keep Truck, and they changed the name of it to something else. But DOT never gave me any shit for using it.
Okay.
You know, didn't have to screw it. You know, it's kind of the same thing as a paper log. I had full control of it. It didn't control me. I controlled it.
Yeah.
And, you know, because the ELD isn't mandatory on that truck.
Yeah, 98 and older, or 98 and newer, I think it is.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
For the electronic log.
Until they change it again.
Yeah. Well, they're always playing games. You know how that is.
Oh, yeah.
You know. It's crazy.
Hey, Terry Grover, what do you mean by head work? I do have the heads at a machine shop. I'm getting new seats put in and getting all that straightened out. But I did get in there and just polish up some of the. I'm gonna put a video out next week, I think. But I did get in there and just clean up the inside of the ports and round everything off. I didn't really take a whole lot of meat out, and I matched the ports to the gasket. That's all I did. But yeah, I am getting the heads redone because they were too far out of whack. I couldn't get them straightened out with the grinding compound, valve grinding compound. You know, I tried lapping them in, but there was like almost 20 thousandths difference from the one was low that much, and I switched valves around and I couldn't get it to straighten out. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to take it to the shop and have it straightened out the right way.
Yeah, it's like
One of the
those,
seats receded.
like
some
those
recession
Cobra
in one of the
Jet heads.
seats.
Those
Yeah,
things were
so-
trashed. You saw that video, didn't you, Buck, last year
What's that?
on the heads on that Cobra Jet I'm building?
Oh, I don't remember.
No,
But
they were.
I know I
Man,
watched
they
all
were.
your videos for a long time there.
Man, they were messed up.
Yeah. And these were like pitted and stuff, and
Yeah.
and when I did lap them in, there was just only a very skinny line all the way around. You know, I'm like,
Right.
well, I don't really care for that, so I just shipped them out. It's just I was trying to do it myself and couldn't do it. So
As long as you got a good machinist that treats you right, you'll be all right.
well, I see I'm new to this area, so I don't know anybody. So I have the block at one machinist and I have the heads at another.
Oh,
So,
shoot.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, which guy is, which one I'm going to get along with better.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I overpaid more than a little bit for the work I had done on the 428 heads too, because I was down there, in Casa Grande where I was living before I came back up here to Prescott, where my friend's shop is, that I know would have treated me right.
Right.
He
But that's
kinda-
right, Terry. Valve job will definitely help it. And then, like I said, I just cleaned them bowls up a little bit. Took all the sharp edges off. That's all I did.
Every CFM counts.
Yeah.
Mohawk's got one.
Front wheels.
Nice.
Yeah. 800 horse. Yeah.
Before I got my own truck, I used to drive a 1990 model T800 with a B model cat in it. 18 speed. That was a good running truck. So they started letting other guys drive it.
Oh no.
I hate that slip seat shit.
Yeah, you got those guys out there that get in them and it's not their equipment, so they just don't care.
No, and they beat the hell out of it.
Yep.
It made me so mad because when they gave me that truck, I did a bunch of stuff to it, made it a nice truck, and then you watch the other idiots tear it up. It's like, why do you bother?
But yeah. We do lease trucks too. You should see the crap that comes in with those things.
Oh man.
Oh my God. We had one. It was a sleeper unit and it was so bad. The guy had so much garbage on the floor. I mean, the damn thing stunk like a freaking trash can.
Ugh.
And he had so much crap and shit on the floor. It was horrible. We took pictures of it and sent it, to the leasing agent. And it's like, man, this is what they're doing to this thing. I mean, the garbage was like a foot high. It was horrible.
That's ridiculous. Some people are just disgusting,
And,
Just pigs.
and that's just terrible. It's like, come on, it's not your equipment, so you're going to treat it like garbage, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, then the poor mechanic's got to get in there and he's got to work on it and screw around with, and if he's got to get on the floor, God forbid,
Right.
who the hell wants to sit in something like that?
There's
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'd send the thing back down the road. And you know what? Come clean your crap out or I ain't working on it.
Well, exactly.
I've paid my dues. I don't dig through other people's shit no more.
Exactly.
You clean up your own freaking mess. I'm not your mom.
But they dragged one in the other day, and the guy, I guess it run low on oil, and the oil light came on, and he just kept right on driving it.
The amount of oil those things hold, and the amount low you can go before they actually start getting hurt makes you wonder, how can a guy let an engine like that get that low on oil?
Oh, exactly.
These big
Then
truck
they hold-
engines, hell, you can run them 3 gallons low and they don't care.
Yeah.
3 gallons.
Yeah.
Come on.
But this thing, he wiped the bearings out of it, so we ended up having to put bearings in it, and we had to do a bunch of other work to it because it, They just kept right on driving the damn thing.
Oh yeah, you start wiping things out and taking lubrication away and putting metal through it, everything gets tore up.
Oh yeah, turbo, oil cooler, EGR valve. I mean, the whole anything that has oil runs through it's pretty much
Yeah.
junk.
Well,
So-
never mind the liners, because the oil's so full of junk, it just scores up the bores. And
Yep.
if you don't put liners in the thing, now you got a bunch of blow by.
Yep. So
Tears up cams, tears up everything.
yeah.
Oh no,
And
no.
now, most of these trucks run the roller tap or roller rockers.
Yeah.
It screws up the rollers on, because
Oh,
some of the,
man.
I like on the Detroit's, they're ceramic,
Yeah.
so it just destroys them. So I don't know.
Little maintenance goes a long way.
Exactly.
I've been an AMSOIL dealer for, about 24, 25 years now. And when I bought that truck of mine, it had 890,000 or something like that on it. It used little oil. So I just run, regular Rotella or something in it. But the very first thing I did after that sumbitch was broke in, after I put all that money into it and built it, was put a bypass filtration system on it, and it runs the top shelf AMSOIL in it.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to wear out. I spent $18,000 putting an engine in that truck. I want it to live.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is take care of it and put a good quality product in it.
Oh yeah.
And people don't get that.
No. And that's over $1 million, and that's an over $1 million mile engine. You can go over $1 million on that engine if you just maintain it.
I've seen those 12.7s with $1.5 million on them.
Yeah. And all you got to do is just maintain it and have have a PM schedule on it, and they'll run forever.
Keep clean oil in it. Keep clean oil in it and don't get it hot. It's really not that hard if you got half a brain.
My buddy's dad, he's got an 03. He's got a Columbia, 03 Columbia day cab. He hauls fuel with it, and he's got he's got a 60 series in that. And he said to me, because he said something about buying a new truck. I said, well, you're nuts. I said, there's no way. Now it's an EGR engine, but it still doesn't have depth. So, it still works all right. You don't have too much trouble with it. I mean, the EGR valve thing is kind of, it is what it is. But I told him, I said, I wouldn't buy a new
those
truck.
early Detroit EGR systems really weren't that bad. I mean,
No.
I don't like EGR for what it is, but there's not much to go wrong with it. The valve fails, you replace the valve.
And
Cooler
it's done.
fails, you replace the cooler. It's pretty cut and dry stuff. It's generally not something that's going to leave you stranded like all this other crap.
Yeah.
Recently I had to pull the engine out of one of my buddy's skid steers. It was what year is that thing? A 16 John Deere 318E. That damn thing had emissions on it.
Really? On a skid steer?
On a skid steer. 2016 John Deere skid steer.
That's
I didn't really do any video content on it, but I did two or three posts on the community page of it torn apart on that skid steer. But yeah, the damn thing, it had DEF and a DPF on it and all the bullshit.
What the
skid
hell?
steer.
Jesus.
And that was
That's
another,
insane.
talk about maintenance. The reason I had to pull the engine out of it was because he never, ever cleaned it. He never washed the skid steer, and that engine where it sat in the belly of the machine was literally, when I pulled it out, there was a mold in dirt of the engine.
No shit.
A hole in the oil pan.
Wow, from the vibration and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
crazy.
thing only had like 4,200 hours on it. I mean, it didn't have a whole lot of hours on it for its age. It's 16. But because he never washed the damn thing.
Jeez.
It's like, dude, I charged him $2,000 and it was for the job, and it was, oh God. I want to say $1,200 or $1,300 in parts from John Deere, and it could have been avoided with a freaking water hose.
Yeah.
Gee, yeah, just a
You know,
little bit of time to clean the
$3,500
crap
in
out.
repairs, you know, give or take. It could have been avoided with a freaking water hose.
Jeez.
But the thing makes him money, so he just runs it ragged day in and day out, I guess. You know, he's got 3 of them. I said, well, wash the other ones before I got to do this to them.
Yeah, before you got to do it all over again.
Yeah.
Grief. And I take it you got to pull the engine out just to get the oil pan off and on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because, you know, the belly doesn't come off of the machine.
Of course.
Yeah, there's a couple of access panels, you know, like for changing the oil and crap
Yeah.
like that. But, you know, enough of it doesn't come away. It's literally part of the shell of the machine. There's
Oh,
no
wow.
way to get the pan off, you know. And of course, this one was just gross to work on because there was gallons upon gallons of oil that had turned into oil mud. And yeah, he ran it for 2 or 3 weeks like that. He said, "Oh, it's going through a gallon of oil a day." Where the hell's the oil going, Jason?
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's sinking into the dirt that's all packed into the bottom of the belly of that thing.
Yeah. You know, and I can only imagine how much oil the dirt ate before it actually started leaking on the ground, and he realized he had a problem.
Well, yeah.
You know, and I had to shovel all that crap out of there.
Jesus. Good Lord.
And then you got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I won't say on here what I did with it.
Yeah. Somebody might be listening in.
Yeah. Yeah, we took it somewhere in Mexico.
Man.
Yeah, there's certain things you probably shouldn't say on a public stream.
Yeah.
Especially when it ain't your public stream. We like Buck.
Yeah, let's not get him in trouble.
I like you guys
You don't want
too.
the EPA knocking on your door, Buck.
No.
I won't answer.
Right.
Nobody's home.
Kick rocks.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Good thing I have the Ring cameras out there. I can see them coming.
There you go.
Nice. That same buddy's daddy ended up buying another Freightliner. So he calls me up and they can't get it to run. It's something with the computer. So he gives me the VIN, so I run the VIN number on it. And here it's got an MBE 4000 in it. I thought, oh my God.
Oh.
I said, just get rid of it.
Take it back where you found it. Yeah.
Exactly. He says, well, how hard is it to put another? I said, don't even mess with it. I said, just sell it. I said, don't even fix the damn thing. I said, that engine it's underpowered. It's junk. I said, it's a Mercedes. And I said, it's just an over-engineered piece of machinery that they're terrible to deal with.
Yeah, no, they suck. I've worked on a couple of them, and I don't care for them. You know, that's one of those things. If he got the thing for free, it would be worth throwing the engine away and putting a D-Deck 4 or something in it, or even a Cat or a Cummins. But if you got any money in the thing, you can't afford to. It's not worth the hassle to repower it with something different.
And that's what I told him. I said, you're going to have to change so much stuff. And I said, you're probably going to have to change the wiring harness. You're going to have to ECM. I mean, it's the whole plethora of everything. It's not just swapping one for the other. It's not the old days where you didn't have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, where hooking up the engine to the cab was a throttle rod. I mean, we don't have that anymore.
Yeah, no, it's all different stuff, So I think he ended up getting it running, and I think he took my advice and just unloaded it.
Yeah,
because I said that's an engine that's just not worth. It ran good, and they run fine, but they're just they are underpowered. because Victory used to have quite a few of them, and they used to come in all blown up, and because they got what 6 individual or 3, I can't remember anymore. Been a while since I messed with one. Don't they have 3 individual heads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like,
And
yeah, similar to the commons.
Yeah. But they would always blow head gaskets, and it'd always blow one head, and it was always a mess.
Well, my experience with them was they're sort of like the 6.0 Fords. They're great until you started pushing them hard.
Yeah. Yep. And
You
then they
know,
just
when
kind
they
of come
run good,
unglued.
they run good, and unless you do a bunch to them, don't push them too hard.
Yeah.
Your truck's a 6.0, isn't it, Buck?
Yep.
Have you done anything to it, or is it stock still?
No, the guy that had it, that I bought it off of, did everything at 85,000 miles.
Okay, so it's been bulletproofed. It's got the head
Well,
studs and
the only thing
everything in
it
it.
doesn't have is the oil cooler, but it
Right,
has
but it's got the head studs in it.
It does have the head studs in it. He told me the heads were O-ring too. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
That's what
so
he
you
said.
ain't got nothing to worry about. Because
And
once
then
you do
there's
that
got it-
stuff to them, they really are good engines.
They it has the EGR delete, has 4-inch exhaust all the way out, and
Yeah.
I just put a new turbo on it a couple of years, 2 years ago maybe, because the shaft that was in there had a lot of play.
Yeah.
So I took the turbo out, I took it all apart, and I saw the play in there. So I just bought a new turbo and put it on there.
Yeah, they get to where they start pumping oil that way
Well,
too.
The veins were sticking too, so or
Yeah.
the little, so I
They were hitting the housing.
Oh, you still had the variable vane turbo on it.
Yeah. But that truck runs good. I mean, knock on wood. But
Oh, they do. Once you go through them and do the right stuff to them, they do. They run really good. The one that I have zero time for, and if somebody wants me to work on it, I tell them take it back where they found it, is the 6.4. That thing is a pile of crap. The 08 to 10, the 6.4 Navistar, and then in 11 when Ford came out with that 6.7. Now that's a good engine. That's actually a Ford built engine.
that I don't know. First responder. I do know it's one of the early ones before they had that the sensor on that right side oil valve cover. Was that the IPR sensor? I forget, but the sensor is back underneath the turbo.
Yeah, you're talking about the IPR, the actual regulator.
Yeah, but there's a sensor that you can take. The newer model 6.0s have it right in the right side valve cover.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
one I have is
that's
back
the
under-
sensor.
Right, but the one I have is back underneath the turbo. It was the earlier.
They all have the actual IPR under the turbo, but some
Right.
of them have the sensor on the valve cover, like you're saying. Some of them have it under the valve cover. There's 2 components to that system. There's the actual IPR, the injection pressure regulator, and that's what you're talking about. That's behind the turbo.
Right.
And then you have the sensor that reads the rail pressure, the high pressure oil pressure, and tells that IPR what to do.
Right, and that's right alongside the IPR on my truck.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, yours is not the one that's in the top.
No,
of the valve
they're
cover.
right next to each other.
Yep.
Sensor, not the regulator. Right.
Yeah, the DT 466s, the internationals, they had the brilliant idea to put the damn thing underneath the valve cover.
Oh.
I just got to work on one of those recently.
Oh,
for a buddy of mine.
Is that like the cats with the C13s with the, what the hell is it? They got that solenoid in there for like variable timing or something.
No, it's just the injection pressure sensor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they put it under the valve cover.
They put it under the valve cover. Remember the old DT 466s? They're just like a 7.3 Ford. Go figure. They're both Navistars.
Yeah.
You know, and then the later models, the EGR version of it, which this one happened was what year was it? 06. They put the oil rail, instead of being cast into the head like the older ones were, the oil rail sits on top of the valve train, and the damn
Oh,
sensor
gee.
goes into the oil rail,
Okay.
and it's covered up by the valve cover. Well, they're
Okay.
notorious for failing.
Yeah,
And they
because the hot oil is always on it.
Right. They're notorious. The sensor is notorious for failing. The reason I had to work on this one, it was a hot no start condition. Start up fine when it was cold, but he'd drive it and then it wouldn't restart. Well, that's a common problem on them too. The damn O-rings, they break and the rail pressure bleeds off. So
Okay.
while I'm in there, this sensor loves to fail. So instead of, just preventive maintenance, I put a new one in it, right? Ship truck, everything's good to go. He calls me 2 days later, damn thing dies all the time. That sensor failed. That new sensor I put in it failed. I was pissed. I was pissed. To this day, that truck's got the original sensor back in it.
Really? He took it out, put the old one back in.
I filed a labor claim against the vendor, and I got my money back for the sensor, but I got hosed on the 4 hours of frickin' labor to change the damn thing.
Yeah, of course.
Me off.
Jeez.
So
now, did you put an aftermarket sensor in it, Tony?
What's that?
Did you put an aftermarket sensor in it?
I had to.
I
had
to.
International does not sell that sensor anymore.
Oh, jeez.
International does not make that sensor anymore, but it was I forget the name brand of it now, but it was the International recommended brand.
Okay.
But, so what?
Yeah.
So what? What the hell? But, the outfit that I bought the parts from, I've been doing business with them for, I don't know, 9 or 10 years now, and I'll never do business with them again over it.
Jeez.
Because, I wanted $280 for my 4 hours that I had to spend to change it, and they wouldn't give it to me.
Oh, man.
So they said, and I'm that way. You screw me once, and I will never do business with you again.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't care.
No,
really don't.
No.
If they did, they wouldn't have tossed me to the wind over $300.
Yeah, they would have tried to do something for you anyways, you know. Even if they just made an attempt to do something.
Right. Hey, we don't want to give you $280, but we'll give you $280 worth of parts or something,
Give you a credit on your account you can use.
Sure. Not just the high hard one.
Yeah. Exactly.
But, customer service today is just, that's just a whole nother topic.
Let's not get into that.
We could sit here and drink beers and talk crap all night on that one.
That's for sure. Hey, I'm going to hop off a minute. Somebody keeps trying to call me, so.
I'm going to shut her down here soon.
Yeah, I think we should go. We should go bother Bear Rose.
Okay, well, I'll probably pop in over there then.
All right, good chatting with you guys.
Yep.
Hey, you too.
See you later, Buck.
See ya.
See you, Tony.
See you, Buck.
Yep, see you, Tony.
Not the new JB. 225. The ICP moved to the right side with high pressure rail. Yes, you're good, Buck. Yep. Later, everybody. Thanks, Buck. Night, Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck, yeah, World of Woodship. My nephew calls me Uncle Buck. Called me today. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for stopping in, everybody in the chat, everybody that helped out these channels tonight. That's wonderful. Remember, I'll be back next week. Same Buck time, same Buck channel. And I want to thank all the moderators that were in tonight and put the links up. And I want to thank everybody that stopped in to say hi. And then everybody that stopped in to chat. We had a good chat going on there. A lot of different stuff. So thank you, Lars. Awesome live as always, Buck. Thank you so much. So with that, I'm going to end the broadcast, and everybody should roll right over into Barrows' live. So let's end the broadcast. End